And welcome to Malaysia, Fakkah Fuzz. What's up, bro?
Oh, wait. We start already?
Yes, we've started
What's
5 minutes ago.
What's good? Hey, chill out, bro. What's good? I don't think I can eat on this mic because then you'll have the crunchy sound and people are gonna get.
People like those things.
Yeah,
People like those things.
ASMR.
You guys are sick as shit.
Yeah, we actually have to finish this whole thing, lah.
Why? Your mom said that.
Yeah.
I'ma be real. It's either this has been there. This is how it's supposed to taste like, or it's been there for days. Because it
So again,
not stale, but it's like, you know, a little bit lahong. I feel, but maybe that's how it's supposed to be.
It's got about 8 hours of lahong of masuk angin.
Damn.
Yes.
Son.
So it's not too bad.
Damn. 8 hours of lahong.
8 hours. Try traveling to Kelantan though. 8 hours is hard, man.
Why Kelantan? What's wrong?
Yeah, what's wrong with
what's
Kelantan,
wrong
bro?
with Kelantan?
You see, you want to bring it up,
It's
bro?
just 8 hours, dude.
Yeah, it's just 8 hours. Then what do you see after 8 hours? It's like
Good question.
You see a proper state lah. That's all. I could say.
Wow.
A proper
Proper
state.
state.
What Malaysia could be. I think. As a
yeah.
Kelantanese, the only Kelantanese.
Oh, you're Kelantanese?
Yeah.
Kelantanese. Okay.
Bapa aku Kelantan, no?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, do you guys have, like, the real question, and I know it's very ignorant to ask, but, you know, do you have the shows dubbed in Kelantanese?
Some.
No way, really?
Some.
Like, what kind
like,
of shows?
Like, you can actually sometimes go to the kedai DVD there back then.
Yeah.
And you can find a dub one in Kelantanese.
oh,
Do you say
I've
dub
seen-
porn?
What the heck?
dub,
Like, wait.
D-U-B.
A dub
Yeah.
DVD, and you can find it in Kelantanese.
What type of shows do they have dubbed in Kelantanese?
Mostly children shows, dude.
Mostly to the
like
Dragon Ball.
I've seen
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. I've
Yeah.
seen SpongeBob in Kelantanese.
Oh,
Yeah.
how SpongeBob in Kelantanese? Are you serious?
Yeah, dude.
Are you serious?
You can YouTube that, dude.
We gotta pull this up, bro.
They got Kelantan Avengers
Kelan-
also.
Kelantan Avengers.
Yeah. No, like it's a series.
Oh,
Oh.
my god.
Wait, so it's produced
There's some
locally,
Yes.
or is it like a parody of Avengers?
Is this a parody?
Okay.
SpongeBob
So it's some
Kelantan.
Kelantan dudes trying to be
Holy
superheroes.
shit.
Hey, is Kelantanese Ultraman real?
Yeah, it's real. I saw it
okay,
before.
okay.
Wait, hold up.
We're fast really checking this out, man.
Is this SpongeBob?
This is the original. I think that was a meme you saw. The real one he's talking about is no one's posted on the internet yet.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Really? So
Yeah.
what is only deep in like the?
No, it's not deep. Like it's just
within-
those kind of DVD kedai cerita rompak that you go, and then like they're hardworking, these pirate people.
Yeah,
you know? Like
dude.
they would do
The
their own work.
hustle.
It's that their own finesse to the art. Because like what
Finesse.
differentiates
They have
them.
to understand the laws and timings of like cops in the area. It is. I remember that was my favorite place to go as a kid. These DVD shops, and like your parents would just dump you there.
Don't you dare.
And then you just hang out with like the Chinese uncle with the long fingernail.
Yep.
Who smells like Marlboro cigarettes, and then he's got a walkie-talkie.
With the manyang music.
I don't know if it's the same in Singapore, but
No,
basically,
definitely not.
The guy at the
100%
shop
not.
will have the sleeves of the cover of the movies you want, right? And then you're like, oh, I want Titanic, I want SpongeBob, and then he'll get on his walkie-talkie and then SpongeBob, Titanic, and then the other person actually has the CDs in their car in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So just in case cops come and raid the shops, there's no evidence.
Yeah.
They just drive off. And that's also where Malaysians will get their porn. They would always have like secret built doors, or with like what's a divider, you know those things?
At the back end, right? It's it's like those what do you call those bars when it's like hidden?
Speakeasy.
It's like speakeasy.
So
cerita
inside the
rompak.
shop, got another shop, and that's where they put the porn.
I never
Yeah.
accessed that.
That
area.
one got black bag.
What are you talking about? Black Bear.
You can walk around the mall with a transparent
Oh, black
Yeah.
plastic
bag.
Yeah.
bag with porn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean there's a like a porn section of
Yeah.
the DVD?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
wow.
The American version would be, the videos where people
Like Blockbuster?
shit on each other. Those shit.
Do they have those?
Yeah.
That's not vintage, lah, bro. That's I think now also still got, bro.
Oh, is
I don't know, lah. I mean, like,
But did you
Yeah.
guys have the same shit in Singapore? Like Cetak Rompa is just five
Yeah,
bucks.
pirated DVDs. How was the
we
culture there?
well, there was a time when I was maybe this was about 15 years ago, I suppose, there used to be like a China lady, okay, a lady from China who would carry a bag, and then I used to work in this industrial area, like doing like logistics, like we always used to like load boxes into vans and then like, you know, just send deliveries out lah. That was my job, like way before national service. So there used to be this auntie, right, and this is way before like YouTube and stuff, you know. Like she'll come through and then she'll be like, she'll look at you and she'll be like, movie, Niao movie, and then we look, and then she'll put, and she's like the most harmless looking lady ever. And then when she look at you and you put the movie, and then you already choose the movie, then she'll like come to your ear and she'll whisper, "Bulu, you want bulu?"
Bulu?
What? Blue, bro. She said blue, but she don't know how to say blue. She said bulu, bro.
Damn.
And I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. You know, yeah.
Some of these Chinese uncles that sell like pirate movies here, they accidentally became like movie hipsters because they would have to watch every single movie. They'll end up watching like foreign movies. So like a Chinese uncle would just come out, Passion of Christ, not nice lah. Yeah, you should try.
They'll have
this,
opinions.
Like, German. Yeah, they got opinion. This one you cuba tengok Cannibal Holocaust.
That was IMDb for us, man.
Holy
That's how we figure
shit.
out
Uncle,
movies.
dude, who's super cultured.
Holy shit, you guys actually watched Cannibal Holocaust, bro. That I bought that from a Malaysian pirated DVDs.
My dad too.
Bro, that shit was insane. Like at some point, that wasn't real, right?
I didn't watch it. What is that shit?
It
Oh
is
my
like
God.
okay, it's a movie from the 70s. It's shot like handheld, and it's about white people go to like a American tribe, and it was so realistic how the cannibals in the tribe ate the white people that the director had to go to court. And all the actors, the judges had to call the actors just to make sure they were alive and not dead, because they had like a scene where like a lot of animals died, like real animals died. They ate a turtle, they killed a turtle, and they
I've seen that.
So that movie is one of the most controversial movies ever, and it's why I like horror movies, because I was like 6. You know when you're 6, you see your dad as like he's not afraid of anything, you know. So I'm
What
buying.
about you?
So I'm buying DVDs. Chinese uncle, my dad's next to me. The Chinese uncle's like, uncle, got this movie banned in 40 countries. and then my dad's like, wait, what? I've never seen my dad that like nervous. I've never seen two adults like had to hush and like get scared. And I'm like, what is this movie, man? That it has this power over adults that are like superheroes to me. And that movie is why I like horror movies, because like I don't know.
What type?
It's such a
But I think
vivid thing for me.
dude, like Cannibal Holocaust. Cannibal Holocaust, that's what it's called. That wasn't a horror film. That was more of like, I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that was, bro. That was like
Reality?
so insanely like
Yeah.
Tarantino level, but real, you know what I mean? Like,
Never watched the Tarantino film.
You never watched a Tarantino film? Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Confirm you don't know what you have.
I believe it.
Django? Have you watched Django?
Unchained.
That's Tarantino?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Kill Bill?
Kill Bill. No, I mean I never watched fully all these movies. Even the Inglourious Bastards, I didn't.
So he.
Yeah.
Wait, were you like watching it with a chick and then like y'all never?
Yeah,
got it?
something like that.
Okay.
Smart,
That's
smart.
why in Islam we say sex is
but
haram.
don't bring.
Nah, he turned it off when the Nazis started losing. Yeah, he's like, I don't like this anymore. I don't like this.
Yeah.
What movies you like, Brian? I'm very curious.
A good question. Shutter Island was one of my favorites.
Fuck yeah.
Shutter Island.
Yeah.
I watched The Dark Knight, the Heath Ledger one. He was only in one, right?
Yeah. And then
yeah.
he didn't really make it to the other ones. yeah. They didn't really. Yeah, he wasn't really present for the sequels.
Yeah, he's so selfish. Where do you go,
Yeah,
man?
yeah.
How could you make
Yeah,
an
little,
amazing performance and not be in the sequel? What a douchebag.
Quite rude, right? That's
Made
what-
quite the grand exit. You know what I mean?
Bapak tak ajar, bro. Like,
No,
biadab, bro.
ada. He had to.
You have to go.
Yeah, he had to chow lah. He had to chow.
yeah.
He kind of ninja'd the sequence, you know, like how you ninja, but the fella ninja'd himself out of Batman. But
Can I say something?
Yeah, you can say anything though.
I didn't like that movie.
Wait, what you didn't like?
I didn't like Dark Knight.
Wait, you didn't like Heath Ledger as the Joker?
He was fine. He was great, but the whole movie was like really boring. Yeah, I've
Yeah, like,
been
what is it?
wanting
It's
to tell people this.
Another one of like Batman's escapades to like go and stop the Joker, but not really stop the Joker lah, right? Like,
But did you like it?
I don't care for DC fillers, bro. Like DC
Have an
got
opinion or something.
lame, bro. I don't
What?
care for DC.
That's so safe.
Wait,
No,
He,
it's not-
ever since you became a celebrity, you have no
wait,
opinion.
hold on. Like, isn't
You
that
have
an
no
opinion?
opinion.
Like I don't. Okay, I don't like Batman, but not as much as I hate Superman.
so you're not alright excited for the James Gunn Superman lah?
Who gives a shit about a guy that can do anything? He can do everything, and he's white. Like, is there more privilege that you can have in this world? Really? You are the strongest, the fastest, and you can see through women's clothing. Plus, you're white. What else you want, bro? I don't care about you.
Hey,
Huh? The one thing that can defeat you is a yoga chick that has the right stone. And then he goes, and she goes, oh no, wait. Oh no, I'm so weak. This reminds me of my childhood. Shut up. Oh, what's my disguise? I have a pair of glasses. That's not a fucking disguise. And your job is obsolete. Nobody reads newspapers anymore. You understand? Who gives a shit? Sorry.
Brought to you by the Superman movie. It's coming out in June 14th. What's up?
There you go. That's your opinion, bro.
But I did like The Dark Knight.
okay. All right. Wait, I want to. I want to circle back to the pirated DVDs.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to know, in Singapore,
Yeah.
Yeah.
are the pirated DVDs similar to the ones we have here in Malaysia? Like, do you guys get the intro scene, the Casino Royale with the
No,
this is
sometimes
why you
you-
should buy the gold disc
Sometimes-
DVD.
And not the purple disc.
DVR.
That's when you know it's from Malaysia lah. That's when you know the import is from Malaysia, when you have that intro. Because I know every single thing is that car with the drifting and that Fast and Furious scene. Yeah. And then Doug is Chinese, you know, like what's his name? Dominic's
Dominic,
Chinese.
yeah.
Yeah. Is that yeah, we only have that if it's like Malaysian import. Otherwise it's the same, I think. I think it's either like it's always the record from the cinema. Kan?
Yeah. You can hear the crying like Malay babies. You know, mak nak balik. I've like heard of
Malay babies sure start talking very early.
Jama. And then you hear, and then you hear like a backhand noise, just and then yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I miss that the Malaysian cut.
Did you like Avatar? Not the Airbender, but
The first or second?
No, that movie's a Pocahontas ripoff, like beat for
I
beat.
remember
that whole
watching.
movie.
I remember watching Avatar and like I didn't want it to end. Like, you know that there's this thing what they call it, like some Avatar syndrome, where people just they wanted to be immersed in that world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're still wearing the shirt that you saw the movie in. Oh my god!
No, but I did have that feeling for a couple of maybe a day or two after that. Yeah, then I forgot about it.
wait, you had that feeling like you wanted to be in the Avatar world.
I love that.
Yeah, it was great.
You're such a pure man.
You know what the fucked up? Everybody in there looks like they do CrossFit, bro. Nobody in the Avatar world is overweight. How is that possible? Huh?
Vegan also.
They're vegan also. Come on.
Obviously eating
It-
organic.
it's a Mont Kiara dream. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
literally vegan. The chicks look like they do Pilates. You know what I mean? It's like everybody's so fit. And it wasn't the guy that was like the Avatar, the guy can't walk, he's a paraplegic, right?
Yes.
So then when
Forgot
he's in
about
there
that.
and he's like he's the hero because now he can walk. And is he saving the Avatar world from like
The
Have you watched the second one?
the
No.
second one I haven't watched, but I heard it's long as hell.
It's long as hell and.
By the way, Avatar ripped off Cannibal Holocaust. This is pretty much the same fucking thing. Yeah,
Ripped off what?
Cannibal Holocaust. This is the same plot still. Yeah, it's people going to a tribe and then bad things happen.
Did you say Cannibal Hawk? What?
Cannibal Holocaust.
Oh, Cannibal.
Cannibal Holocaust. You really? I didn't listen. I didn't hear Black Bag, and I didn't hear like Cannibal Holocaust also.
Am I like on the bad side over your ear?
No. I think
yes.
it's the accent trying to figure itself
Yeah,
out.
are you Malaysian?
Yes, you've asked me that 3 times
Alright.
today.
So why are we here, Brian?
Yes.
We are here to.
We just
Where
welcome
he-
Fakkah Fuzz
he
back to
always-
Malaysia.
Yes.
Welcome to
Okay.
Malaysia.
Yeah, a simple question.
Yes.
Do you find Singaporean people kiasu? Yeah, what's up, guys? If you're enjoying the episode so far, help me out. Please support the channel. Hit the like button. Leave a comment what you thought about today's episode. Who you want to see in future podcast episodes. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the episode. Thanks for supporting.
I think this has been it's such an age-old
Yeah.
accusation towards Singaporeans that Singaporeans are kiasu, aka scared to lose. I think maybe that was in the times when it was still competitive between the two of us. You know what I mean? Between Singapore and the rest of the world. But now
I was like,
What
okay.
is what are we?
Alright.
So we are not afraid to lose because we've passed that lah. We passed the competitive stage already lah. Like what more? Taylor Swift did 6 nights in Singapore already. The fuck more else you want? You know what I mean? Coldplay did 6 nights. Gaga skipped. You know what I mean? And did 4 nights. Like what other? There's no Kia anymore. You know, and there's no Su also. You know, it's just. It is what it is, you know. It's but I think the thing about Singapore is that like it's slowly evolving, and the people are also slowly evolving into like a culture that even they also like don't really quite.
Okay, dude, as a Singaporean, do you feel that? Because I've been hearing this recently. I know it's a age-old thing. People have been saying this forever, and obviously there's going to be people that are not Kiasu also. But I've been hearing this more because there was this reel I posted, right, dude? Tioman, have you been to Tioman?
Yeah, no. But
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Okay, yeah, Tioman, people go there to do diving. So this dude, the last guest on the podcast, he bumped into a Singaporean lady on the beach, and the Singaporean lady, like, they had a small chat, asked him like, what do you do? And she was, because she thought that guy that did the podcast is an islander, someone who was born there, and he asked her, what do you do for a living? And she's like, I don't know how to tell you. I'm actually a doctor. Yeah.
Why is that so hard to tell?
Exactly. Okay. So yeah.
Usually they would make it known the
yeah,
first
yeah.
like, hi, I'm a doctor, Suzanne.
It's one of the.
No, because he was scared. She was scared that she would belittle my friend, which was an islander lah. She thought he was an islander.
Chill. There's a lot of doctors in this world.
Yeah. But I was seeing all the comments and like a lot of people saying, oh yeah, Singapore people always like that. I mean, I don't see.
I think that's always a. You know what? I think we've created an impression. Like Singaporeans have created an impression towards Malaysians that is very hard to shake off until today. So it was probably during the times of Pembangunan when like it was the times where like we were building the nations at the same pace together because we both became independent at the same time, right? And then it was kind of like, all right, then we both had different ideologies, so we're like, all right, you go your way, we go our way, and then we see if we can work together, but maybe not so close. Maybe you do your thing, we do our thing. And then one of us decided to make it a competitive thing, right? Right? And I mean, rightfully so, because it was like a chip on the shoulder, right? A little bit. So, and then that happened. So I guess also culturally it created an impression. Was like, oh man, these guys, I know they cannot scared. They scared to lose or. Yeah, I wouldn't deny that. I wouldn't deny that they're uptight. I wouldn't deny that they're a little bit more they're not so relaxed as Malaysians are, and it is definitely maybe losing a little bit of its of the culture we once known it was.
I think
But
Wait, so you're saying the new gen of Singaporeans are no longer Kiasu?
I don't think the new gen of anybody subscribes to the
Old ideologies.
The old ideologies of anybody. You know what I mean? Sometimes when I hear like people, oh, what is Singaporean? I'm like, yo, that was like so like in the 90s when they were trying to politicize. You know, when we're trying to politicize the two nations against each other. Like now we have the internet. Everybody's kind of like one culture already. So, you know, maybe like some of the things you do in real life differentiates, but like it definitely has already shifted the nature of like,
Singapore's culture is literally changing.
have you traveled outside of your of
I
of
don't
Subang,
like
right?
traveling. I don't
Wait, you
like
Subang, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like
Have you traveled outside?
I
of
try
your
not to.
neighborhood?
I try not
It's
to.
not that. Okay, to be fair to Riezman,
Yeah.
I understand where he's coming
try
from.
not- Okay.
But it's not for us to blame because even this year we're getting issues all the way to Malaysia
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the things that's happening in Singapore, like the issues of not showering in the morning. It become like
right.
to the
Wait,
point
wait,
that everyone's talking about.
I didn't hear about that, bro.
You didn't?
Oh,
You should read
that was
proper, bro.
embarrassing, bro. The whole not showering in the morning and that becoming like
It's
major
like a huge
news
debate, right?
just shows you how little thing like that. There's not a lot that happens to a point. Like, come on, man. Look at your front page. You know, and like whatever that makes your news as like this is news. You know, this is berita terkini. You know, that's like newsworthy things. Like, you know, some politician said something wild. You know, or
sure.
some or something happens somewhere that some people go to jail. Like in Singapore, those things they happen, but probably some days there's like things that don't, and these things become the issue. I also don't know where The fucking showering thing happened. That was quite.
Okay, what was the
This year,
showering
yeah,
thing?
It's quite recent. I guess like it was on the internet and stuff. It was viral that there was issues circulating on the internet of people arguing on the fact whether or not they should shower in the morning.
Why would people argue about that?
It's.
Do people? Okay, so I'm guessing everyone here showers in the morning.
No, I have
Yeah.
not showered in 3 weeks. Yeah.
Mashallah, Riz.
No, I don't believe.
I'm not kidding.
I believe him actually. I believe him. I
I
believe
know that
him.
fact. I know.
Why?
And none of you motherfuckers noticed until I said it.
Yeah, right.
That's how prestige.
But like,
That's how hairless I am.
But what makes you not want to do that?
Because you moved to Malaysia, so we have to give him to Singapore. So he's getting ready into the role.
I just I get like I don't know. I just don't like being wet.
All right.
Uh-huh.
So you don't like swimming?
Yeah.
Okay. I got like OCD, so if I do shower, it'll take 4 hours, and I'm scrubbing every part of my body really intense. And after that, I'm like drained. I can't do anything the whole day
Okay.
because I shower really intense.
Yeah.
So I gotta do it only once a month because if I do it every day, I will not get anything done.
That is an insane piece of information that
Yeah.
you just shared here. Have you considered not being that anal?
That's
I
the
mean,
only
like,
way
you
my
know?
brain is.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to go therapy for it.
No.
Yeah.
Therapy to go shower.
No, therapy to not be OCD.
Oh.
So you have to when you shower. Is there anything that you do that is as intense as you showering?
Just the OCD stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, everything I do is OCD energy.
Cleaning up your room.
I will not clean it for 6 months and then
My man,
like meticulously clean it for 3 days.
That's what I was about to say. I've been to your house for somebody that has OCD. That place is a mess.
He's been in my
I was like, aren't you particular about where things are supposed to be placed?
Because it's 3 months. It's been 3 months.
I
or
have
6 months.
I have to actively be messy and not care, or else every day I will clean the house. You know what I mean? There's no balance for me.
Right.
Either I am cleaning the house every day, or I'm not gonna clean
So
it.
you allow the chaos to happen so that you
It's-
have order later on, and it's a control order coming from
No,
you. That's your sense of control.
Yeah.
I also think there's a certain like satisfaction in him. Like, oh my god, so much mess has accumulated for so long. Now I can pick at it one by one.
Is that it?
It's pretty fun actually.
Right? It's pretty fun, right? Yeah. So I can pick at it one. It's kind of like you stack your dishes up so you can do it in the morning type shit.
Yeah.
I feel you. I have a little bit of that. Yeah.
I'm really intense washing dishes too. I get in fights with my girlfriend a lot.
So do you have like schedules on when you have to do things since you are OCD?
I kind of do, yeah. I have to
Yeah?
plan my days. Like, I'm gonna shower like next Sunday, so that day I can't do anything. I'm gonna clean the like. It's really I like
Wait. So does that apply to everything, including like
comedy jokes.
I was gonna ask jerking off, but like
Yeah.
I like, do you have to jerk off?
307 every day.
Yeah, do you have to? Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Do you have to jerk off at a specific time? Like, is that your release o'clock?
Jerking off.
Isn't that pretty normal?
Oh, to have a specific time to jerk off?
Yeah.
Yeah. 5 p.m. is the best. So is that?
No,
it's
no.
like when you sun up break before the nap, bro. Before the afternoon nap is the that is Right. You already digested your lunch.
Nah, bro.
You know what I
first-
mean?
Before you brush your teeth, man. What are you talking
I
about?
prefer it right in the morning.
Fresh. Get things out of the way,
Oh,
man.
wait, you mean early in the
Start
morning?
your day.
No, you're all foggy from the dream. You don't want to do it, and then you're
That's
numb.
the point, because
You're-
you can't consciously 100% feels your hand. So like you're like, oh okay, like I'm in this state macam lah low macam like mamai. You're like mamai. You're like
But the nerves aren't even awake enough for you to enjoy.
It'll wake you
I
up.
think there's a lot of accumulation over the night, and the best time to do it, benefits of doing it in the morning is it motivates you to leave your bed.
Wait, hold on. You doing the bed? Motherfucker.
What else are you doing? Wait. When you find out how your friends jerk off, it says a
Oh
lot.
shit, you doing? Okay.
Oh, I should have said that.
What are you doing? What in the
It motivates you to get out of bed. Yeah, cause now.
I should have said that.
God.
So that's why so when you go for an interview and the interview asks you like, so what wakes you out of bed every morning? What motivates you? Your answer in your head is jerking off.
That's the real answer.
Me.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, the real answer.
I get
Oh,
myself
dude,
out
you
of
do
bed.
a lot of interviews, right? You're a HR recruiter.
Sure.
You are a HR recruiter?
Yeah.
Shit,
I have
man.
a
So
day
people
job.
complain to you and people are inappropriate at work and shit.
Yeah.
So you have to like advise them and stuff.
Yes.
What's the worst case you ever got?
Oh man, dude. I don't know, man.
They
Like,
won't
I mean, you
watch-
don't have to say names. Just
Yeah.
say like what, who did what.
There's this guy at work. He keeps jerking off after a nap. He's fucking, oh God, this
something
guy,
similar though. Something similar.
Singaporean
Something-
guy. He doesn't shower in the morning.
No. And then he goes, tak ada bang, pukul 5 memang best. Oh man. Okay, so what?
I hired this one software engineer before, and then when he joined in, apparently he thought he was some big shot. Cause like personally, he got a good bump in his salary to join that. So I think he kind of got that ego a bit when he joined.
It's so gross. You know how much everyone.
Dude, it
makes.
felt like
It's
high.
so gross.
Yeah, it's sorry, dude. Pays the bill, and he thinks that he's off somebody, and he starts flirting with everyone in the office, like everyone, including
no.
the management.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
including the
Oh.
management, and the management, mind you, like
I have a question.
Yeah.
How big? Do you know how big the jump of his salary was to make him go? You know what I mean? I want a number to how. I want a number. I want his number that made him forget his morals. You know what I mean?
Okay, all I can answer is
Yeah.
he upgraded from a Myvi to a Mazda CX-3.
Hey bro, come on man.
How much is it?
I wouldn't even remember my name, bro. You know what I mean? I mean, we moving up, bro. We up. You know what I
up,
mean?
man.
Sometimes you have to know how far your upgrade has extended. You know what I mean? You gotta shoot your shots.
Dude,
you
that's-
miss 100% of the shots. You don't take.
Yeah, dude, that's a working class like made it to T20 Chinese guy punya car.
Oh no.
That's a working
okay.
class
Now that
car,
you
bro.
mentioned race, it changes
Okay,
things.
so he's Chinese. Okay.
I hope like,
Okay.
I didn't want to mention the race, but I when I mentioned Mazda, I thought it was implied. So like nobody pointed it out. So I was like, did they get
If
it?
it was Malay, I would have said Alphard.
No, I would just say that he upgraded from Myvi to Myvi with turbo. That's Malay, bro.
That's
Yeah.
my number.
That's-
I would already like be a piece of shit if from that turbo.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck yeah. I'll be a yeah.
The Myvi got turbo, bro.
That's how much it takes.
Boy, Lukman Podolski be coming in be like, aku naik
Yeah.
Myvi, bro.
So then he started hitting on
Yeah, he just started hitting on the girls around, and
And then what happened?
it's the most awkward thing is like when they come to the room and then they have like, yo, I have a complaint, and then they tell the story, and I have to sit there and just listen to these
Who the
stories.
girls is complaining?
Yeah, the complaining, and then like guys also coming and complaining the same, like they feel uncomfortable.
Wait, hold on.
No,
He hit on, bro. My man's he's a menace, bro. He
Yeah, he's
hit
a
on the
menace.
guys too.
No, he didn't. But I can't. I don't understand much of the situation.
Those
like,
are good guys, by the way. Yeah.
good guys. So they're reporting in behalf of these girls,
Yeah.
probably. So
Maybe they're just jealous.
they're what?
That's
That's why I
That's
asked
such an Andrew Tate thing to say, bro. Like, oh, maybe they're jealous
Hey, man, we're trying to get
because the guy
clip.
got raised.
We're trying to get the clip here, man.
No. I mean, like, maybe that new employee is doing really good, getting all the attention.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So the dudes all wanna talk shit.
Fuck, but whatever. That. So then, what did you have to do? Then did you have to like warn him?
No,
or
I had
send him
to.
to counseling or something?
No, I had to confront. I had to confront the situation and be like, yo, what's up, man? Like, and I think the awkward thing is like when this is where the sexism kind of plays in, because in that room it's like, I think in his mind he's like, yo, I'm talking to another dude.
Oh no.
He probably would understand. You know,
Oh,
this kind of
no.
perspective.
It came out more. To
He came
you.
out more.
Oh my god, this guy's so gross. Oh my god, I love it. This guy's insane. This guy's insane. This guy's insane.
Yeah.
It be like that sometimes, you know. You meet some people and they be like, you know, right? You're a creep too. Like, not really, not really. Like, you know, I have, yeah. There's times when I am, but you know, it's usually in the comfort of my own home.
He said creepy shit to you, Zol HR.
Yeah.
As your HR, who can you complain to? Do you need a hug?
Superiors.
Oh,
So, or the ethics team. Like, usually that's the other part of the other HR team,
Yeah.
right?
Did he say creepy shit to you?
Like, he insinuated, not to me directly,
Okay,
but the
okay.
kind of things like, in the way, the energy that he was coming in with those conversations, is like, come on, bro, takkan tak faham, bro. You know, those kind of like, yeah, you get it, right? You get it, right? Those kind
my
of the
God.
kind of energy.
man.
But the thing about him is that he's smart. So like he kind of like maneuvered in that conversation in a way that he didn't incriminate himself.
Is
you
he
know?
good looking?
Huh?
Is he good looking?
Not enough.
Not enough. I don't know what warrants enough for those kind of behaviors,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
definitely
No, it
by a
doesn't.
mile, right?
Okay.
Wow.
yeah.
Well, I mean, like he got complaints, though. That's
Yeah.
how, you know.
But those are not the
Yeah,
worst
yeah.
stories, you know. Like there's a lot of shit that
Hey,
happens.
that
The people
was-
getting caught masturbating.
in
at-
your
no, not at my work.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what kind of place you think I work at.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Like,
Okay,
an
no.
office or
No, we've been on the we've been circling back to masturbation for a while now.
yeah, I think that's a good topic, dude.
It's a-
It's a good
What's that?
masturbation.
No. Yeah, sorry.
What are
sorry.
kids saying
Dude,
these days
you're-
about masturbation? You know, like
I don't
Remember-
think kids have the attention
Do
span.
you
to
remember
do that.
there's one podcast episode you did with Jackie and
Yes.
Jackie
Yes.
with Simon.
Simon.
Yeah, Simon was on the episode.
Yes.
Yes, Jackie. You guys were talking about pineapple making your cum sweet. And Jackie's just saying that he tasted it.
Sounds like something I would say. What?
That sounds like something Jackie would say.
But Jackie said he tasted it.
Yeah, I tried before.
Please
and
put a
after.
picture,
You
Jackie.
know
Like
what?
some,
You know what? It probably is out there somewhere. I wouldn't deny that.
so you've never tasted your own cum?
Oh,
No.
this is
not on purpose.
Oh no, we go.
God.
Oh.
Oh no, please. Oh, that's so.
Yeah, hey,
visual.
okay, dude. How was national service, man? I never had
Speaking
a
of
Singapore.
drinking your own cum, how's national service?
No, I
in
do. I
Singapore?
never had a Singaporean
Fuzz,
on. I
How
want to know.
how bad did it get over there?
Probably he
How bad
thought
was the food?
cum drinking happens in national service, probably, right? So
No,
No,
it didn't. Well, during basic training, you do see a lot of dicks. I mean, because that's just what you need. That's
Brian
just
Kong, one of them.
that's just what you need to do. I mean, you shower in the same
Yeah.
facility. It's not like prison type shit. It was like I went to the police academy, so I was like, I was training. I was training to be a police officer, and then after I passed the basic training, I then became an instructor, a shooting instructor, like a gun shooting instructor, for secondary school kids in police co-curricular activities. So it's damn niche, the job that I did. It's very niche. Yeah,
So
it's called NPCC. It's called the National Police Cadet Corps. And I was one of the shooting officers for the National Police Cadet Corps. So that's what I did for 2 years. But then I did go, when I go back to reservist, because like after you finish national service, you have to come back for 10 cycles of reservist. So I came back the first cycle, I was stationed to a police station, and then I had to go out and really patrol.
How long is one cycle?
How long is one cycle? About 2 weeks. So I went in and I did I patrol during reservist. Not a lot of things I saw. I did see a dead body once. you know.
What?
Yeah, I did see it,
in
like
Singapore.
people die also. I mean, like, it's a place where people live, so naturally it's a place where people would die also.
On the street? Like, is this like
I don't think you get to choose when your life ends,
Yeah.
where your life
in
ends.
Singapore?
Sometimes
I thought
it
like
just
that.
ends.
They're like that. Yeah, so like even as they're dying, they're like not on the street.
Okay, why?
You see what the 90s have conditioned you guys to think?
Hey,
you
again,
know, it's like
we get your medias here,
you
man.
know,
Like,
okay, so yes, people die there, and it was a Chinese guy. It was a Chinese guy at her. I remember I went there, and then the guy was just dead. The guy was like on the floor. And what you don't know, right, when you die, right, like your blood sinks to like the bottom of your body, so everything is just at the bottom because he's not running anymore,
Yeah,
right? So then I saw that and I was like creeped out. I was like, shit, this guy's dead, bro. And
Bro, you're like standing right next to the dead body.
no, so we got a call and we're like, oh, there's a lifeless body underneath the block. So we went in and this guy's just dead. He's just dead. Like, he's just dead. Probably had a heart attack or something.
Did you know you were gonna see a dead body?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, were you like, I don't want. But
No, we just went. Because like, there's no choice. You have to go. And also, like, a part of me was like, oh, it'd be pretty cool to see. A part of me was also scared. Part of me was like, oh, I want to see.
How old are you at this time?
24.
okay.
Yeah. So I went there and I was like, oh shit, it's a fucking dead body. Holy shit. And then the guy was like, but I was like standing very far away. And then like the police officer was like, hey, come nearer. I was like, nah, I'm good.
You're the police officer.
And then like yeah, I know, I'm the same. And then the undertakers came, all right, to like
Dong.
they'll pick the body up, right? And these guys are from this company called Tong Ai, and these guys see dead bodies every day, bro. Like they are so desensitized to dead bodies already. This guy comes, picks it up, he takes out his cigarette box and he looks in and he's like, oh, no cigarette. He looks into the guy's box. He takes one and then he goes like, hey, sorry, I take one. He talks to the one, sorry, I take one.
Are you
And then-
fucking serious?
yeah, and then he lights it and then it's like nothing happened, bro. It's insane. Yeah, that was.
and that was like your first ever reservist cycle.
No, that was like maybe like one.
Wow.
Do you think when he did that, it was sort of like a flex to you, like, yeah, this normal shit?
No, I don't think it's just life to them, bro.
You just smoke when anything happens. You will smoke. You just need a cigarette.
okay,
yeah,
okay.
just that's as a smoker mindset.
Yeah,
But yeah, man.
Yo, that was mad. Like, yeah, that was mad. And I saw What else? I saw like kids fighting normal lah, right? Under the block,
How
kids
old are the
fighting.
kids?
There was one. There was I don't know, like 14, 15.
Oh,
There was
okay,
one.
right.
There was one like the cops. This guy called cops. So this is Singapore. Okay, sometimes the stereotype really works out for itself, lah, right? So the calls like, police, please come. Or there's an emergency in the house. We thought like, oh what, like domestic violence or what, right? Because the girls, the lady's crying. You know, the lady's like,
no.
the lady's like, no, please come,
Yeah,
police,
yeah,
please come. Then we arrive there. And she opens the door. She's crying. She's like, I can't find my keys. Motherfucker! You can't find your keys. You call police. And if you talk to any of the police officers, I mean, I bet police officers in Malaysia have more stories.
My God,
but that's the type of stories that the police.
Yeah,
in
I was trying to
Singapore
say
will-
like that's the biggest case of the day. Some lady couldn't find car keys. Malaysia, oh my God,
front
different
page.
story. Oh my.
Front
No,
page.
did the dude realize? Did the dude, was it a lady or
Lady.
did she realize it was freaking ridiculous?
I don't think she knew. I think she was one of those Karens, you know, one of
Singapore.
Singapore's
It's a real
Karens.
emergency,
Huh.
man.
Oh my God,
It's a real
bro,
emergency.
I just remembered we caught a kid shoplifting once
Oh, no.
at Cotton On, and this is fucked up, bro. And then he got caught shoplifting, right? Then the Cotton On guy's like, hey, this one, what do you want to do with him? Then we were like, this guy's a kid, you know, like he's like fucking 13. What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Charge him for stealing some clothes? We just want him to learn his lesson, right? And then his mom is there, and his mom is like crying, he's like, what, you put me through this and everything. And then this uncle, this Malay uncle, he's just like, okay, I'll do this, but we all have to keep quiet, okay? Okay, but you just follow my lead. I'm like, okay, cool. And then he turns to the mom. I said, okay, whatever you do, you just play along. Okay, you just play along. And then he looks at the kid, and then he like, you know, really scares the kid, like scared straight like that. Huh? You know what happened to you? You know how many years you will get? You know, no. You know, huh? This is a very serious offense. Huh? And I was like, oh, I don't know, sir. And I was like, okay, I can forgive you, but I want you to do one thing. And he says in Malay, aku nak kau buat satu benda je. Buat apa? And then we all go to the back at the what do you call this, the changing room. Aku nak kau lutut sekarang, minta maaf dengan mak kau.
Oh yeah.
And then after that,
Is the mom there?
the mom's there. Then he looks at the mom. Like, then the mom's like, okay, right? Kau lutut sekarang, minta maaf dengan mak kau.
Bow down.
And then he went on his knees, mak, dia minta maaf. And then the mom cried, bro. Macam
Yo!
you connected, bro. And I saw that, I was like, yo. W mom, bro. Like mom knew what she was supposed to do.
Oh,
bro.
mom was acting.
Mom was also into it.
I see. She's good. She's good.
Yeah, the mom was into it. Mom was like, "Mak, janganlah buat macam mak macam gini. Kau susahkan mak." Bro,
Dude.
it was straight up like right, like it,
That's drama petang TV3
bro,
punya
in
quality.
front of my eyes. It's the best thing ever. I
That's-
was like, yo, this is awesome policing. I don't care what anybody says.
Yo, that's what we had. I don't know, Riz, if you experienced this in any SMK school, but we had those kema ibadah, you know, like those at school. Then by the end of that, like 2 days thing, and then they will play a presentation about close your eyes, imagine your parents at home, and then you bayangkan kau balik dari sekolah, banyak selipar kat luar rumah.
Oh no.
Lepas tu kau masuk rumah,
Oh,
tengok
no.
mak bapak kau punya jasad terbaring.
Oh my
dekat
god. Why
lantai.
both? Alamak. Both. Goddamn, both. Chill
And,
out.
and everyone will start bursting in tears,
Chill
bro.
out.
We will all start
Jeez.
bursting in tears, and then they were like, remember you have lost your moments with your parents, and they really like instilled that in, and then they were like, okay, now open your eyes. You see your parents are there at school.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I didn't get
That's
that.
it. Turn around, your parents are there, and then all of us will run out and be like, "Ma, pa, minta maaf," you know, all this. Dude, it's like, I don't. You never experienced this before?
Would you say that you guys did that because it was like kind of a collective conditioning where you feel like, you know what I mean?
And it worked. If you wanna be Singaporean about it, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, conditioning.
First of all, once again, I don't know what being Singaporean about it means. Okay, but do you think it's a conditioning thing, or
Probably,
do you
yeah.
think it's a
Dude,
it's a-
it worked because
Yeah, it definitely worked.
Zol's parents are featured on his Instagram so much. Like it's very obvious that you and your parents are very close.
very close.
So that shit works. I think every school should do it in the world. I feel. Yeah,
No, I'm surprised you never experienced it.
Wait, you never went to religious school?
I did.
Dude,
but
this wasn't even religious school.
This is why you're
This is
asking.
normal.
This was normal
Normal
SMK,
school.
but like usually it's during PMR, SPM season when they want you to be more spiritual because dapat, you know.
Oh, dude, I left here. I was 9. Yeah, I left here.
Okay,
I was 9.
okay. So now I went to the.
Mm.
You grew up where again?
And that's why I don't love my parents, because my teachers didn't. I didn't never got there. Yeah.
Yeah, I took PMR also, but I went
You
to
took you studied in Malaysia.
I studied in Malaysia. So
cool.
I took
From
PMR.
Malacca.
I took PMR and I took SPM.
Huh?
Yeah.
So when did you actually live in Singapore?
National service onwards.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So when I was 13, we moved to Malacca, and then my mom and dad decided we were to start a business and it didn't work out. Then they moved back to Singapore, but I was already in school there, so I stayed in Malacca for 5 years, so 13 to 17, close to
Right.
I was there. So I know what you're talking about, but during in Malacca when we want to take PMR, we don't do that because I went to a private school, so
All right. Sure.
So we we just most of them were Chinese.
Did
So, you know
the
what I mean?
teachers
Yeah.
do the if you don't pass your SPM, you're gonna be a loser for life, garbage collector, all that
Oh,
shit?
1000% lah.
Yeah, everyone did that shit, right?
Every
think
school.
today
Bro.
also.
Yeah. I mean, my dad does that every Friday. After Friday prayers, he calls me and be like, "Huh? You still buat lawak?
First of all, I don't know why they would think that garbage collector is an insult because they don't know how much these garbage collectors earn. I heard they earn a lot of money. You're doing the job that nobody wants to do.
Yeah, that's true. Even
Why
truck
wouldn't you
drivers.
be paid handsomely for that?
Yeah.
I think I'm not surprised if they get paid more than police, right? I forgot someone said this. I can't remember who said this. Maybe some politician. But the moment you become a police, you're automatically B40.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, then I understand lah. If the next time I get kena tahan police, I think I'll be more generous.
Can I tell you all something, man? This is a traumatic experience that happened to me in Malaysia, man. I got robbed
Huh?
Oh.
Recently?
by cats in Taman Tun.
Oh, those
Bro,
are privileged cats,
bro.
dude.
Let me tell you something, bro. No, let me tell you something, man. These cats, man. They don't. Okay, so I drive a car and I usually keep cat food in the car because in case there's a bunch of kesian cats out there, I want to be equipped.
And there's a hot girl watching.
Kesian cats. Not even, bro. I love cats. Not even. I love cats. So I was like, no, if I see a
I'm
kesian
sorry
cat,
for saying that.
I wanna feed the cat. So I'm always stacked in my car, right? So then it was
It's like good shit also lah, right?
Of course, of course.
friskies.
Sometimes if I got no time, I'll buy friskies. But it's a range of things, okay?
Wow.
So now I'm at Taman Tun, and then after that I just finished a shout out Ananda, so shaving my face, beard and everything, okay, looking fly and shit. So I walked out, and there was the most kesian cat, the most small kesian cat, looking at me going, meow. But the thing is, I knew what it was saying. It was like, I'm hungry. And I felt good. I was like, yo, come to my car. I've got a whole...
The cat spoke English though. Taman Tun cat.
I was like, yo, come to my car. I got a whole bunch of food in there. Let's go, right? And I'm like, oh, go. I was so excited to feed this cat.
Yeah.
So I put the fucking the food on the paper and everything. I was like, oh, come here, cat. Come and eat. And then the cat said, oh, okay, yum. Suddenly, bro, 2 cats come. 2 cats come. Bigger cats come.
Gang.
They come in and they're like, yo. No, it's like, hey, eating ah? Eating ah? And then he looked at the cat, and then he looked at me, and then he said, meow. But I knew what he meant. He was like, you better give us some food. Otherwise, we're going to fuck him up. And then I was like, oh, no, don't fuck him up. I got food. Right? So I give more food to these cats, and the 2 cats are like, alright, that's how it is. And then 2 bigger cats come and then be like, what do we have here, boys? and then I'm like, what the fuck? And then by this time, right, the small cat was like, oh, because I thought, oh no, where you going? Like, you don't want these big cats to hurt you. Oh no, the cat ran away, and these big cats come in, and they're like, yo, clear it up, fam, clear it up. I had to clear up all my, because they know if you got some more, bro. They were like, yo, clear it up, I clear up all my cat food, and it's a spread of cat food. I'm like, I got snacks too, and they're all eating, and then I'm looking at the small cat, and it's gone, when this was originally from him. And then I walked off, I drove off, and you know what, when I was driving, I saw the little cat run back to the gang, bro. And he ate together with the gang, bro.
Whoa!
Bro, this wasn't a stray cat, it was a Cindy cat.
Wait.
It's a whole...
Do you have cat food in your car?
Not now, fuck that.
Oh, you're done with that life?
No, bro, I'm done.
After that, he'll never going back, bro. He's like, fuck
Dogs
cats.
would never do that. Dogs would never do that.
Dogs are never, bro.
Hey,
Would
dogs are
never do that.
better actors
the thing
than
is,
cats
the
are.
cats, that small cat, plan everything, bro. It's a syndicate, bro. I swear, like I was never been more fool in my life. I got robbed. This is like the second day I moved here. Alright, I got robbed by cats.
Oh, just a few weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, I got robbed by
dear.
cats, bro. That's it. And the way they're like, yo, man, and they're like this, you know, they're like, they do this to the small cat right there. It's like, hey,
Good job, yeah.
hey, man, if you don't feed us, we're gonna fuck him up. And I was like, oh no. Then the cat like, oh no, please, sir, don't let them beat me. Oh fuck, bro. Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
welcome to Malaysia.
Yeah, I know,
Welcome
man.
back.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I cannot be a dog person also. So, I mean, like, can you?
Not on the camera.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. I understand the situation.
If you could have like a dog, like
all of them. I fucking love dogs.
all dogs.
Oh
I want
my
a
God.
police dog, bro.
What's a police dog? German Shepherd.
K9, right?
Canine.
Yeah. Those German Shepherds lah.
German
Yeah.
Shepherd.
Yeah.
The ones like can sniff drugs
Yeah.
Fuck
and
Yeah, I would like a border collie. That's my dream dog. You know what's a border collie?
No, man. Put up a picture.
yeah. Malay people, we don't like we can't attach names
Put
to the
out-
dogs.
put out.
Like
You guys seem like-
it
I would
really-
never have a Chihuahua though. That's like the matcha lattes of dogs. Right? What do you guys think of this whole matcha craze? Or do you think it's ever gonna go away?
What's a matcha? Oh, matcha. Matcha. I was
Yeah, it's
afraid
good
to-
shit.
Sheepdogs.
Oh fuck it, no. It's a sheep, bro. This floods they can really hurt sheep, bro. Like they
I've
I've
seen
seen
that.
it,
shit.
yeah.
It's a sheepdog, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
One dog just hurt like 150 sheep.
Bro,
Yeah.
these guys are
so
fast.
hardworking.
So you want like what? A labourer
I just
dog?
want them because they're intelligent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get a cat, dude.
No. I can't do cats. Yeah, it really depends on your luck, right? If you get a cat, what if the cat is not the type that likes to let you sayang or whatever?
You're correct.
Yeah, it depends on your luck, you know.
And then like by that point, you can't give it back or put it back in the wrong
You're
cup. You
committed.
found it.
You have to
Yeah.
you have to deal with their
That's- yeah.
attitude for the how many years that they live on. Yeah.
Did you ever had a cat?
No. Yeah, dogs. Yeah, husky, pug.
Okay.
Yeah, I love French bulldogs.
Is that the Man in Black dog?
There's a pug.
okay.
There's a pug.
That's a
There's a pug.
That's a
Yeah.
pug. Those shouldn't
Frank.
exist. Those shouldn't exist, right?
Yeah,
Like, those are
It's like
cross-
incest.
Those
Yeah,
are
yeah.
crossbreed.
Those
Oh,
are
yes.
crossbreeds. Well, a lot of cats are crossbreeds too. Most of them are.
Yeah, the whole like heavy furred ones. That
Those
shouldn't
like
exist.
British short hairs, those Scottish folds. They're like they like any cats you see that are being sold, they're usually bred, like they're crossbred. Whereby the normal cats are the ones that we see on the streets.
I had a parrot before.
Oh what?
dude.
No.
Please.
I was from Shah Alam, bro. We're not allowed to have parrots there.
I had 3 birds in the.
Uh-huh.
Wait, why can't you have a parrot in Charlotte?
Dude, it's not funny if you ask questions, man. Just leave it as it is.
How old were you when you had a parrot?
14, 13.
14, 13.
Yeah, I had 3 birds.
And
in
like the first day you met this parrot, what was it? What?
Yeah, let me explain, man. Went down to Old Town, right? This place in KL, some pet shop, and I saw an African grey parrot over there, the most intelligent parrot in the world.
African
Grey parrot.
gray parrot.
Yeah.
Do you know all bird names?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Just that. Yeah, so African grey parrot, and we just begged our mom and dad like, please, we want to get a parrot. You know, parrots. Then we were watching some videos on YouTube of how the parrot can understand a lot of things and they can talk to you. Blah blah blah. They're really smart. Yeah. It flew away. Long story short.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
had 3 birds in the house and all of them flew away.
How long before the parrot flew away?
Not
Yeah.
long, man. The
Not
the
long.
African grey
That's
parrot
how much?
about a month. Yeah, it couldn't even talk yet. Yeah, it's just yeah, it can't because the
Is that why you've been doing the podcast? Hopefully one day the parrot will see YouTube and be like,
it is still alive.
Where? How? Wait. So they can't all like I heard. Okay, cockatoos also can talk, right?
They can.
Cockatoos can talk, right?
Yeah.
So when I was in Australia, so I was doing.
I'm sorry, your birds flew away. Sorry. Yeah,
Maybe
just-
you don't
should-
understand
I'm
how
sorry.
intelligent they are.
Yeah, they flew. It took them a month to fly away. They're pretty
Dude,
smart.
bro, have you ever seen like I've always seen like cockatoos or parrots like individual, right? Like I went to Australia.
Wait,
I
like a
went to
cockatoo? Oh, sorry.
cockatoos.
That's
Cockatoos.
Yeah, I thought. Sorry.
So you see like a flock of them, like in their natural habitat.
Nice.
wild
Wild
cockatoos.
ones is crazy, and
Yeah.
to think that you can train them to talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
ain't talking much, I think.
No?
Those wild ones.
No, they don't.
But interesting that you say that though. I went to Melbourne once when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I went to Batman Park. Or back then they used to call it Batman Park, and I think they changed the name. And I saw the
Batman Park.
pigeons there, and the pigeons there were like, when you walk towards them, they won't run away. They just like,
Yeah,
"What's
yeah,
up,
yeah.
man?"
That's a.
Oh.
And I was like,
That's
bro, the
scary.
birds in developed nations are like fucking different than the
They
ones
got
we have in Malaysia.
confidence.
Malaysia have trust issues,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
birds,
Bro,
right?
bro,
Like-
it's the same like dogs in Australia. So
Really?
my buddy, so they have a park there where it doesn't matter what park, you can bring your dogs to any park, right?
Okay.
So my buddy has, I think she moved there maybe 2-3 years. So the dogs were Malaysian now, obviously. Brought the dogs.
were Malaysian.
Yeah, brought the dogs to the park. Okay, and then most of the dogs, half of them are probably not on their leash. Her dogs were on a leash. So other dogs came by. You know, it's normal. They want to come and play with you. They want to interact. I saw the other dogs approaching, and her dogs just it
Yeah.
just did Malaysian shit.
That's
lah.
a good impression of a dog,
But
right?
is
Kudos.
it? But aren't dogs just like excited to see other dogs most of the time, or do they always feel like, oh, this is on some rival shit?
I think dogs are not as territorial as cats are.
Yeah.
No,
So
they.
Oh no, they can.
They can be.
They just like
Stray dogs in Sunway. Oh my god,
no,
scary.
Dude, they're smart dogs, man.
Scary.
Sunway,
I was
right?
walking with Muzakir. We just finished a show in Sunway, and then we're walking to our cars. It's like 2 a.m. There's no cars. Dude, like 6 dogs were like stalking us from the back, and they were like growling. And me and Muz were like actually genuinely scared. Like these dogs will rip us to shreds. And then,
Only if you're scared.
And then, long story short, dude, I remember I had a Subway sandwich in my pocket, like a fucking cartoon. I swear to God. Yeah, I just fucking threw that shit, and then we just ran to our cars. Like, yeah. So yeah, always scary.
you think they could smell that sandwich and that's why they were coming after you?
I guess.
I think they
Yeah.
just wanted to have fun, man. Like they see that you're intimidated, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna show him what's up."
Yeah.
That's probably what they do. Yeah, dude.
Dogs be doing shit like that, man.
Yeah,
be
they
doing shit like that.
do shit like that. They're very much like humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Okay, this is probably the most resemblance I've seen a dog and a human before. My buddy has a stray dog outside his house. Calls it Brownie. Just a pariah dog.
Oh, hold up.
I don't know whether you can say
Hold
that.
on. Chill out.
Wait, why not?
Chill out, man. One word. One slur a sentence, bro. Chill out. God damn, bro.
You can't say pariah these things.
Oh
This is why.
my
This is what his parent would have said.
You can't put those 2 words in the same sentence. You can't say brown and then say that
I'm
after.
so
You can't do that.
Okay,
So
If you want, you choose one word.
your parent would have.
You can't put the 2 words next to each other
Your parent would be dropping the p words every day.
because
Ryan.
that would evoke emotion. You understand? You can't.
no. You see,
You can say like, oh, yo, a bunch of dogs who are that, or you can be like brown dogs, but you can't be like brown dog. You know what I mean? You can't put these
That
3
caught me off guard. I'm
things
like,
together. Like, yo, this is too much. Too much.
I'm like winded by the sudden racism. I can't.
You know what I mean?
That was like.
That was some brown. dogs.
Don't say it again. We just told you not to say it.
no, dude. Okay, I'll be fucking
Wow.
honest.
Vishnu, how long have you been friends with him?
There you go. There you
Bro.
go.
Not anymore.
No, I'll be
That's-
fucking honest. I never knew there was anything racial about the word pariah.
Okay, wait. Chop. Guys, wait. What he just did, Singaporean. Okay?
What do you call this?
Okay. Get that.
Perfect. And this is where we start the podcast. Damn, dude.
Since when you can't say that?
Hey, relax. Stop repeating that word.
There is-
amount of
but maybe what he's trying to say is there's an English word for it, which spells the same way. It's just pronounced differently.
What's the English word?
There is.
Yeah, mongrel.
Oh.
Oh, that's what you're thinking. I
No,
was
no,
thinking of-
I know. The one where you go with the
yeah.
yeah.
I'm not gonna say it, but yeah.
But that connotation is not the same as what we use here. Like we use it for something else.
Yeah.
They use it for something else, right? Yeah.
And are you trying to mean what they mean?
No,
or-
no,
he's
he's
not,
not,
right?
he's not.
He's a
That
Singaporean.
1000%.
The only meaning I knew was mongrel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that Genghis Khan?
Khan.
Genghis Khan.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Genghis Khan.
That's him, right? Mongol.
Oh, Mongols. That's
Oh,
Mongols,
sorry,
bro.
That's Mongols. Oh.
Yeah.
So welcome to Let's Get It podcast, guys.
Yeah, no, dude, okay, I was
Finally.
saying, I was saying about the dog, okay? The mongrel dog,
Okay.
yeah?
Wow.
No more
Still about the dog.
We could have just went with mongrel. We could have just said that word,
Yeah,
and
dude.
none of this would have happened.
My God.
Yeah, so...
None of this. Okay, mongrel dogs. Yes.
Yeah, okay, mongrel dog, he had a stray dog, okay, sitting in front
Okay.
of his house, so he and the neighbors started feeding the dog.
Mm.
So the dog would come over, and she understood that she could stay in the compound of the house, come in anytime she wants. There's another dog inside the house. Obviously, they don't like each other. That dog is a Shih Tzu, right? Yeah. So
Expensive way, the dog.
it's just a home dog.
Wow.
Yeah. So there was this other pit bull from the other row. Yeah, opposite. The pit bull. Okay, first of all, who the fuck lets their pit bull out like without a leash?
Irresponsible owner.
Yeah, dude, they would just open the gate and let the pit bull roam around.
That is insane.
Which is fucking scary,
That is
dude.
insane.
Yeah.
But of course
A
he
pit
was.
bull,
Huh?
A pit bull, like those large dogs.
Bro,
Like Brock Lesnar.
they're not that large,
yeah,
but they are aggressive and all those like. There's a lot of cases of attacks like that, lah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Brock Lesnar is the right wrestler to describe a pit bull. Yeah, is that
But smaller.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, and yeah, anyway, so the pit bull is kind of like in love with this brownie, lah. Okay, and
Pitbull likes the
he's kind of being like
brownie. Jesus Christ.
No, it is. That's
His
okay.
name is Brownie. The
That's
name
okay.
is.
That's okay. That's okay.
They call him Brownie.
That's okay. It's the words that followed after
He was brown.
was the ones that we had a problem with. The name is fine. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So the pit bull is kind of like Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, that's
He's always sitting outside waiting for her to come out, and
Okay.
she's just being a girl, okay. She comes out.
just being a girl.
She comes out whenever.
What is being a girl?
means that she's not being too easy. Although she's literally a street bitch that I don't know how many dogs are.
He's not wrong. It
We
is a
went-
bitch, right?
She's a street bitch that's been fucking
The
around.
dog,
now.
right?
Yeah, she
Okay,
hooking.
alright.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
you're
let's get to the.
hilarious.
Let's get to
I'm
the.
sorry,
let's
everyone.
Yeah.
let's
What's the
get,
point of the story?
Yeah, let's get to the point of the story.
The human resemblance, okay, what I'm trying to say. So I go to his house. I was going there quite frequent. He knows, the dog knows who I am. I showed up at his house. Okay, I didn't park right in front because I saw Brownie and the pit bull fucking. Okay.
They
Yes.
were going at it. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
pit bull was fucking Brownie.
Okay.
Nice.
Kau jakim.
I came out of my car, and Brownie saw me. So Brownie turned to the pit bull behind, and the pit bull just she chow lah, and the pit bull also ran away. Didn't run away. He stood there and he was like confused, like, oh, I thought you were enjoying it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at which part of this situation that you started realizing and you put your hand out of your pants?
Yes. So, anyways, okay, we were chilling in his house, okay, chilling in the garden area there, and I saw Brownie. Brownie was playing with us for a while, and then Brownie went outside the house. Then I thought, I asked my friend, where did she go? Then my friend said, she went and meet the pit bull. I forgot what's his name, Rocky. Yeah, she went and meet Rocky. Yeah, I thought he was kidding, but we were driving around after that, and we saw them in the alley, and they were fucking.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Nice.
You know what? You gotta get it on, bro.
Dogs be fucking.
You gotta get it on, bro. You know?
Nice.
Nice.
So why you move back to Malaysia?
Good question.
I think I've never lived in KL before, and when I was in Malaysia, I was in Malacca. Malacca's a nice place, but I've always wanted to know what it was like to live here, and I visit here every other week anyway. I mean, I work here a lot.
Your family?
My family is in. I have a lot of family in Malacca, but my mom and dad is in Singapore.
Singapore.
Yeah, but we have a house in Malacca also. So I thought, it's just better quality of life.
In Malaysia.
Yeah. I just think it's better
wow.
quality of life.
How
Yeah.
bad are
Some
things
people
happening in
different.
It's not bad, It's not bad. I think there's not enough color that happens. For me personally, I kind of feel like it's a very work based environment where everybody is just like, oh, they're striving to be the best version of themselves at work.
In Singapore.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a surprise, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure you know there's a work-based culture, being a meritocratic environment and shit. So with that, I feel like maybe I got a bit quite tired of that rat race and kind of want to change my environment a bit, get out of my comfort zone a little bit. Although this is still within, but it's still kind of outside.
Dude, but I feel a bit surprising you say that because you're like in the stand-up comedy community, right? Isn't everyone like a bit more not like the typical Singaporean?
No, I'm not talking about my industry. I'm talking about everybody else's industry that I'm trying to get away from. But it's not. No, I mean I think my industry is forgiving enough to like I know the work rate of everything, but I don't know. It just feels like a calling where it's meant to happen, and I just sometimes some of the things I can explain and some of the things I really just can't. Like just feel like okay, it just feels like time that I've been here, and I get and live
So
here lah.
in terms of comedy wise, you're still gonna frequent both.
Of
Singapore,
course,
Malaysia,
it's,
Singapore,
I mean,
Malaysia.
a lot of the audience, the main audience is there,
Nice.
and there's also an audience here, and
You definitely have a market here in Malaysia.
Yeah.
right? So
Oh,
are you do you have like range of shows lined up
Dude,
already?
my brother-in-law loves you. My cousin loves you. Yeah,
Yo, dude, I want to ask, man. You're fucking huge, right? And
he's fucking huge.
What was he supposed to say? What is he supposed to say? Huh? Yeah, I am.
no, he wasn't.
You're fucking huge, man. You're fucking
You guys laughed. That's why it got weird. Okay.
huge.
Don't make me use the P word on you.
No. Okay. What I'm trying to say is because
Fadzri.
okay. You got huge following. I don't even think the fan like stand-up comedy fans in Malaysia. Sorry, in Singapore is that big. Definitely it's not. So do you have a lot of international fans apart from Malaysia?
Well, I have a big enough audience in Singapore. Like I wouldn't say the biggest. The biggest is hands down always Kumar, but there's a big enough audience there. And what I always try to do is just continue to grow it. So that's why I always tour in Australia and all that. Yes, question.
Do Chinese Singaporean aunties like you?
Yes, of course.
Aunties
Gotta.
I think recently when I was doing the like Chinese boy getting beat up joke, the whole like Yu Shang and all that, I think now I've gotten more of a
That's awesome.
of a Chinese audience a little bit.
That warms my heart knowing like Chinese aunties like
Yeah,
That warms my heart.
but
That's awesome.
It's all
That's
about
awesome.
building the bridge. It's kind of like they want to understand your culture, but
That's
they
so
want
sweet.
something. You give them something familiar, and then the something familiar is for them to see it in your perspective. So then that is like a doorway to them understanding your culture.
Chinese aunties are like black barbers, you know what I mean? If they're talking about you, you've made it. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, in my opinion. In my opinion. If they're talking about you at the kopitiam, you've made it, dude. As a Malay.
Yeah, exactly.
performer.
Yeah. So no, bro, you talk about this. My mom hurt my feelings the other day by sharing Jason Leong's clip. So I'm like, who did you give birth to, mom? Like, like maybe you know what I mean. And the worst thing is like she sent it to me and she was like, "This guy is so crazy." What do you mean he's crazy? He's talking about WhatsApp, mom. Okay.
She sent that old clip, that super old clip.
Yeah. I forgot which one he said, but like she's quite a fan. She's quite a fan of Jason. But I did give Jason a prop. Like, hey man, my mom's a fan. But that didn't come with me being without me being jealous.
Dude,
about
my
it.
dad hated stand-up comedy because I took him to watch Jason. Yeah. My dad already. I've told Jason this. My dad already did not like stand-up comedy, and then my dad, I'm opening for Dr. He's like famous, Netflix, a big theater, like 600 people. Come watch. Let this be your first comedy show.
What?
And he left more.
Why?
My dad left that theater more conservative.
But
Jason.
but my boy Jason, his act is not. He doesn't. You know what I mean? You wouldn't make a guy that's of your dad's caliber.
No, that show he went hard. Hard. Yeah.
What was
And
he
then-
hammering at?
Who's Jason's audience?
Just like
You.
No,
That's the clip. That's the clip right there. That's it.
My
Not so much. It's alright. It's alright.
Anyways, dude, it took like 4 or 5 years for my dad to like comedy. All I had to do was take him to a Douglas Lim show, and then he likes comedy now. I swear I'm not trying to like. Right.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure. But like, you know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do that to some people also lah. You know, when they come and never see. I mean, it's my first time. It's my dude. I had like the weirdest. No, I had the weirdest. I don't know if it's like compliment or not compliment. Okay, I don't know, but it really felt weird. So it was the same show. By the way. So we were usually when we do the festival shows like comedy festival shows for the Australia festival shows
Melbourne.
we do the Melbourne festival, so we do like a whole stretch of shows, so maybe like 20 over shows. Some shows full house, some shows not many people. And this was my first year, and I was trying to market the show, you know, trying to get it out with the word of mouth, so you don't know, you're not confident if you get an audience or not, right? But before the show starts, I will always be at the back curtain and I'm listening out to the chatter of the audience. If there's a lot of chatter, means there's a lot of people. If there's very little chatter, means there's not that many people.
Yes.
So you just guess by the chatter. And then I remember hearing, okay, the music's playing as they're like seating the audience and everything. And I hear some chatter. And then the lights go down, right? And then they about to play the music for the show to start. And before the music starts, right, the lights go down, I can hear somebody from the crowd go, "That's it?" And then I walk out, and there's 8 people in the audience, bro.
They were right though.
And it was like, "That's it?" And then I walk, and then 8 people in the audience, right? And you still do your show, lah. You do your show, and like some of them laugh.
Because you gotta commit, right?
Yeah, you commit. I said you do your show, some of them laugh, and so but there's an Indian lady sitting in the audience, right? And she's laughing, and sometimes she laughs, sometimes she's quiet, sometimes she laughs, sometimes she's quiet. And then after the show, we always promote our friends' shows to be like, hey, okay, if you like this show, go check out my friend's show. That's also happening at this time. So I saw this Indian lady. I got excited because I wanted to promote my friend Daniel Fernandez's show. So I met her after the show. I was like, hey, you should, you know, since you came to the show, if you really enjoyed the show, go check out my friend Daniel Fernandez. It's the weirdest response. She looks at me and she goes, this is enough.
Oh my god!
But she was laughing.
My god!
I don't know. So until today, I think it can either be I've laughed so much.
Oh my god!
I've expanded my laugh quota for today, or I'm not watching comedy ever again after tonight.
Okay.
So it's either one of those.
I think it's the first one.
I don't know. It's either one of those, right?
Doesn't that make you feel so grateful that you perform in Malaysia? We do not get this kind of
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my god, Malaysian audiences
Supportive, I would say, in a lot of ways.
What
Like
do you
especially
mean?
when
They're not so straightforward, is it?
they would never shout something like that out loud with such good timing.
Yeah,
Their Malaysian audiences are so nice. The most they will do is just file a police report on you, and then
Well, okay, what's the difference? Is there a difference Singaporean and Malaysian?
Have you performed in Singapore before?
he's the pro.
aiming to.
Okay. You have, right?
I have, but I had weird shows at.
But
your
you
country.
perform in Singapore, so then what is your perspective on that? Because you performed in
I
Singapore.
only did like 3 shows there in like 2 nights.
So when you compare it to like your
I
home
did
experience-
Mary Lion and Projector, but Mary Lion it was their first. It was Mary Lion is a comedy club no longer in Singapore. I did it. It was their first time doing a after dark show. So our show started at 11:30, and apparently, I've been told that was the worst show the Mary Lion has ever had. Not because of the comics,
Sure.
because the audiences were so drunk. So that audience already saw a comedy show at 7 or 8.
Right.
They stayed to watch us and they drank more. Dude, I heard audiences were fucking in the bathroom when we were on stage. People were vomiting.
In Singapore, wow.
Yeah, at our show.
Okay.
Because that was the only time they ever did a show, midnight show. Because, like, it got too bad. It was a horrible.
Fucking in the bathroom is insane.
Yeah.
Can I guess the
yes.
race?
I don't know.
Chinese?
Yeah.
Nah, it's a Malay shit right there, bro. Fucking in the bathroom. That one I could claim, We can't have the 3GP industry without
Dude,
the bathroom.
I swear it was so messed up. Like that Mary Lion Club, like I be getting caught doing some shady shit in there. Like I was not so shady, but like I had a girl back then, and then like we were like in the club, and then we were in the Mary Lion place, and then my girl wasn't there, but we were all partying, and when we were partying, and it's like dancing. So dancing, some of the dances, you know, you dance a little more provocatively with your female friends.
You're grinding.
I want to describe it in any other way. I'll just leave that to your imagination, right? So
Okay.
then, like, and my girl's the type that time, she's like he gets jealous very quickly, right? So like, while one of the songs were going on, I was like, I had my arm around this girl, and I was like dancing with her. And right at that moment, dude, my ex, she walks into the door, and then she looks and she's shocked, but she's not angry. And I was like, why is she shocked and not angry? A guy follows next to her, bro. She's with a dude. Shit. Dude, she just gave me. And then we look at each other, we just went, kosong-kosong ah. Kosong-kosong ah, right? Kosong-kosong ah. Dude. Start over lah. You start over lah. You know what I mean?
There's dance floors in comedy clubs.
No. It turned into what it was.
You know, like when the show's over, we put on
Did you ended up going back?
I mean, yeah, we didn't break up that night. We just look at each other and went, okay lah, kosong-kosong lah. Okay lah, kosong-kosong lah.
The car ride back is like
Quiet.
post therapy, bro. It's like, can't believe that happened, but yeah, I accept who you are. You accept who I am.
It was a realization. The both of us just went, oh, we're both pieces of shit. Okay.
Man, how long did you guys last it?
I was trying to push that for like 3 years, but I think after the third year, I just gave up.
Oh damn, not bad. 3 years
Yes,
old,
we
boleh
give
tahan.
it hand.
Boleh tahan lah, not bad.
We thought no, but we didn't like we broke up like amicable and like we just want different directions in life, all that stuff. But it wasn't the like I'm breaking up with you because of you. It was just like we just don't.
Wait, why would you bring her date
I think
to the comedy club?
because she was trying to have a good time and she didn't think I was gonna be there, and she was just.
Of all the places, that's like where my boyfriend works.
It's like going to your dude. That's home turf for you, man.
No. Yeah, I know, but like I think that night I told her that I was working somewhere else.
Okay.
So like
you
she's
were also I forgot.
yeah, you know what I mean. So I was also like lying.
And she was
Yeah,
also
yeah,
like,
and she was also like, oh, since it's gonna be there, then I'm gonna lie and say I'm somewhere else. So we're both lying, but we lied and ended up in the same place. Woo!
Dude,
Nice to let that out.
It's a good one. It's a
Yeah.
good.
Damn.
dude, in general, the appetite for comedy is bigger in Singapore, right?
I
Compared
don't
to
know,
Malaysia.
man. I don't know, man.
Huh?
Your appetite generally is just bigger because your food sucks. Okay, sorry.
Finish what you have to say, man.
Say it loud. Be proud,
Say it loud
man.
and proud.
Got a Singaporean.
You can say our
No.
food sucks
Yeah.
compared to
Is that
yours.
Fast, be real. Is that why you left?
Because of the food?
Yeah.
No, because I cook.
Oh,
So,
okay,
you know what I
okay.
mean?
So he loves cats.
Yeah,
He cooks.
yeah.
Another one.
Also cheats. According to the story.
Used to.
Kosong. It doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
Doesn't
Kosong.
count.
Doesn't count. That's not cheating.
Yeah. Because you
That's mutual destruction. It's like that should not be on your like conscience.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
free. It's catharsized. You've been catharsized, bro. Like,
neutralize.
You neutralize, bro.
already.
Bro.
Yeah.
That's like, I feel like there's no way for you to describe kosong in English, bro.
Yeah.
Like the way you say kosong just now, and you got the whole room to like understand what that means, versus like you know.
It's same.
Same. Just okay lah.
White people say same. Like
No, they don't.
Yeah.
man.
No, I
don't
don't
even know what
we're
white
even
people
now.
say.
Now we're even.
Yeah.
Now we're even.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Doesn't have that punch though. Like
No, kosong is.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Kosong.
but still, man, good story.
I bet there's some couples out there that go like, okay lah, kosong. Like, and they'd love to be able to like, all right, we're both this. Let's just forgive each other. I think there's some good in
No,
that.
I'm pretty sure every couple can relate to the fact that you are very calculative with your partner in the sense of like the pain game. It's
The
like, you
cheating
heard,
game?
No, not cheating. I mean like
The
not
pain game,
The
the
pain
pain
game.
game, yeah.
Like for example, like okay, you kind of ignore not your promise
You
last
replied
week.
his DMs? Yeah.
I'm not gonna fulfill my promise this week. And
Yeah,
then it's
yeah,
a
yeah,
countless
yeah, yeah.
cycle of battles where you're one-upping each other's.
You guys date the same person? What the
I know.
fuck?
I've never reached that point. Man. I'm scared, man.
Scared off?
To reach that point. I never been in a long relationship. Probably 2 years.
That's the
Yeah.
longest.
Yeah, longest.
Okay.
That's quite long.
Oh, you gotta try it once. That pain is beautiful. That pain, bro. That's like
scary.
No, it's scary, but it's really like the sweet nectar of life. You know
So
what I mean,
you
bro?
are-
When you tangkap, you know that's what Malays call it. When you tangkap,
Oh.
tangkap, right? It's literally you sometimes can sit and then that memory just takes over your
Yeah,
fucking brain, and then you now are morphed into like a flashback
Yeah.
of a snapshot of how you used to feel and what you were at the time, and then it just like it paralyzes you and you can't move for a while, and that happens a couple of times a day before you eventually heal. Tangkap, bro. It's
That's it.
Oh, the trauma.
Yeah.
The
Look, like you
PTSD.
can. It's 2025. You can have all the modern technology, but the moment you tangkap, bro, you're back in AWI music.
Oh,
videos.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
100%.
Like with leather jacket with your bike, and you see the girl walk by, like,
Tragedi Oktober. Sesalan aku hanya untukmu sayang. Ampunilah segala
God damn.
dosa-dosaku. Oh, dude. That Melayu love is so deep, bro. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You gotta.
I just spoke about this with Kavin and Papi the other day. We had a show in JB. On the drive back, Papi was like, "Yo, play some early 2000 R&B Malay song."
Right.
Bro, we hit that for 2 hours, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And I noticed, like
Who
all this.
do you all listen to?
We were listening to Rafich,
Ooh.
VE, you know, all these
Ooh.
guys, right? And then, dude, they're like boys to men, bro.
Oh yeah.
I forgot how boys to men these guys are. That dude, they have poems in their songs.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
midway through the bridge, they'd be like, "Oh sayang," you know.
Kembalilah kepadaku.
Yeah, dude.
Ku rindu belayan jiwamu.
Puisi, bro.
Kita akan dapat bersama selamanya. Anybody who listens to like was it so Belayan Jiwa and thinks that it's a innuendo song, all right, it was, of course, innuendo sang it, but you don't get to claim that you know Malay repertoire if Belayan Jiwa is the only song you know. Okay, you can't. All right, Mambai's Kawilahu, Belayan Jiwa, that has transcended the Malay world already. You cannot know those two songs and think you know your Malay songs, because those two.
You forgetting Kau Ilhamku.
Kau Ilhamku lah, Mambai
Ah,
Kau
yeah.
Ilhamku and Belayan Jiwa. These two songs don't make you Malay. Okay, these two songs have already been international already.
You listen to Kelantanese dangdut, bro.
That's right. Okay, and Belayan Jiwa is a carefree song before it was a innuendo song.
Carefree.
Okay.
Oh, I bought a mixer board from the keyboardist of Carefree on Carousel.
Nice.
He's good. He's
That
doing
is-
good.
that
He's
is-
an ampang. Sorry, I don't mean.
No. That's an awesome piece of
Yeah.
like trivia.
I use it at shows, so I'm like, whoa, dude, this is
Why
like
did you tell me
Malaysian
this?
history.
Yeah.
Malaysian history.
Dude.
Yeah, he was just like, my wife is like cleaning the house. I gotta get rid of this 300 ringgit.
It's like finding that device that Gorillaz made that song with, you know, like the yeah.
By the way, the whole Jiwang, I felt like I was in Era FM. That was awesome. Yeah. This is dope. It's like new Era FM.
Okay.
You're about to get a lot of Malay followers now, bro. You
Yeah,
ready?
Because
You
we're
ready?
talking about Mumbai and
Yeah.
Rafich.
Mumbai? No.
But you know Mambai lah. Mambai is like your the club closer song, alright? Like
Yeah.
last time, like whenever you want
Yeah.
like everybody to
Always
leave the
pasang
club,
the last
you
song
play
that-
Kau Ilhamku, alright? Beribu bintang. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go.
They still play it now,
Let's
lah,
do
dude.
ultimate
They do?
closing.
Yeah, in the Malay club, so.
Yeah.
Bro, that is.
What is a Malay
The
club?
only time I ever went to the Malay club, they played it.
What is a Malay club?
What's a Malay club, huh?
A club where it's all Malays, and they speak Malay.
Oh, the
Police station.
Yeah, track lah, dude. Track is all Malay now, bro.
Yo, you gotta get used to this, man. Like 3 years ago, a police station in Kajang got famous for throwing out partying inside the station.
Serious?
Oh really?
Remember that? Remember that?
How could I forget?
I was serious.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
contacts, man. That's why I
bro.
was saying police station.
They took the
Serious?
drugs from the evidence.
They took the drugs from that. They invited other police from other stations to come to their
And
station.
did they invite like special lady friends or no?
I can't
Or was it
remember that
just
one.
like-
I
Of
just
course
rem-
they did.
We cannot. I forgot the story, but it's, yeah.
How long ago?
This was like 3-4 years ago, right? Like during
Yeah,
pandemic.
That
I remember.
pandemic.
It was during pandemic. Even
Yeah.
worse. They were partying when everybody was at home.
No, but for them it's like it's the best time. To
Best
do
time
it.
of their life. Yeah.
Still got caught.
So that's the Malay club you went to lah.
I forgot what's the name of it.
Bukit Aman.
No, in track one of the clubs there.
Okay.
Oh, track.
Yeah.
I haven't been to track in ages,
Oh, yeah,
bro.
it's
In
disgusting,
ages, bro. Yeah.
It's very Malay though. Very Malay.
Yeah,
very
it's
Malay.
so
I went there when
Malay
it
now.
was like Muhiba, one Malaysia. It was disgusting back then. Yeah. It was disgusting.
It has
I brought
become.
Irfan. He got groped.
He got groped?
Yeah, he got
Oh,
groped.
wow.
Right, guys?
He bastard.
Both guys
Okay.
and girls. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
No, the last time I went to track because I think what they tried to open a comedy club and track.
Oh my
and one
god, that was
time
the worst comedy club ever.
You went, you know which one I'm talking
Live
about.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not supposed to say it. Oh,
Don't
shit.
say what about who. I didn't even. Oh, wow. No, it's okay. You said he kind of said it. Already, yeah. So there was
Live
that-
house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, Zol. They would get like comedians that have been on Conan O'Brien, like really good. Like shout out to Dwayne Perkins.
Okay.
They would get they would get like really good American comedians to perform there in front of like 40 people, and then drunk people from downstairs would just come up and then go on stage, grab the microphone, and then karaoke, and then left.
Wait. This is
like-
while the act is
Yes,
happening.
yes. That
That's
was my first
insane.
show there. I'm like, this is
Damn.
what the fuck is happening?
So why did
yeah,
they
I'm like
stop?
Dwayne Perkins. I'm so sorry. Just this
So
club is
in the
just-
middle of like street of clubs.
dude, like in the middle of track.
The second floor.
Second floor.
Mm,
There's
yes.
like a comedy. This was before my time, man.
The attempt was to make a live performance area, but it was also like it showed itself to be kind of like a comedy club.
Right.
But then it's not, all the settings there were not right for a comedy club to exist.
Is it mainly because you're surrounded by clubs?
Music, drugs, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
If you swim around piranhas, you're
Yeah.
gonna get fucking bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, like that's like one story, but you ask any comic, like they had got stories of that place. That place is just
Before 2020.
It closed in 2018, I think. Yeah.
Oh,
2017.
really?
Yeah,
Right.
closed 2017, 2018.
Damn.
Yeah.
But they managed to record one Comedy Central special there, right?
What?
Dude, you-
I think so. There was one Comedy Central. No.
The whole batch. Not one person.
A batch, a batch.
Yeah. The one with Zainal and Hana.
I think there was a batch that did a Comedy Central special there.
Dude, you've done shows in America many times, right?
Twice.
Twice only?
Three times.
How's it, man?
Yeah. Okay lah, bro. I mean, like you go there when you travel outside.
Which clubs?
I did a couple. I did like the New York Comedy Club.
The
I've
one
done.
under the
No, that's Cellar.
Oh.
I did a New York Comedy Club. I've done Gotham Comedy Club.
Gotham's
I did the small room lah. Then I went to Texas and I did the Mothership.
Oh,
also.
you did Mothership?
The
I did
mothership.
the Mothership. I did the Mothership. I did a little boy room at the Mothership. Yeah.
Who was there? Like the comics that you met?
Well, it was so the way the Mothership works is you can sign up for the open mic, and then they'll pick you, and then when they like you at the open mic, they see if like then maybe you get booked for other shows lah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I signed up, but that time there was also like the Kill Tony sign up. So I
Yeah.
wanted to go sign up for Kill Tony, and at the same time also I was signing up for the open mic.
Right.
But a very notable comic was telling me like, "Hey bro, if you want to get in, I can just ask for you and then I was like, I don't want to use a favor, at that time. But then I was like, okay, I'm already there, right? Might as well just ask. So I asked, hey man, can you help me? And he was like, oh, no problem, man. Send him a clip. He sent, and then they were like, okay, Ken, go ahead. You go and do a spot there. So I did a spot. I queued up for Kill Tony, but I didn't get on Kill Tony.
Asa?
Yeah, because it's a random pick on a bucket. Yeah.
People,
Mothership is a new comedy club that opened in Texas, owned by Joe Rogan.
Owned by
That's
Joe
like
Rogan, yeah.
one of the hottest clubs in the world right now. So that's why
Probably is.
I almost dropped out of my seat.
But it was nice because you're not allowed to have like photos in there. You're not allowed to take
Not
photos.
allowed?
You're not allowed to take photos.
That's
in-
a club for
So
comics.
they
Like,
they
oh my
lock up
God.
all your phones.
Yeah.
So at that moment I was kind of like, oh man, it's, I can't take photos, but like there was no like
I thought
evidence.
just the audience that had to lock their phones.
Yeah, but it's not courteous of you to like take photos and stuff,
Did you say the P word or the K word there? Since there's no cameras, you felt safe in it. Yeah.
I don't think they would understand any of those words.
Fuck.
Yeah, unless I straight up just,
You just want to get out.
Yeah,
So dude, how was the crowd?
Okay, good. I think a comedy crowd, more or less, if they speak English, then is the speak English is the first barrier, right?
Yeah.
The second barrier is then the sensibility.
Yeah.
How do you serve something that is uniquely from your part of the country, but also not too unfamiliar to them? So I guess when you talk about things like, I don't know, like relationships, you talk about like your fish out of water experience of family and stuff like these things can translate, and certain things would get them to react more than they would here lah. And I think for Angmo audiences or for Western audiences, they enjoy the subtlety and they enjoy when you make them work a little bit to understand it.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like over here you kinda like have to over here, it's not that they don't understand subtlety, but they would react better if you just like, yo, this is it.
They understand, but they're like, aku nak ni.
Why
aku faham, tapi aku nak ni sekarang.
I don't understand. What do you all mean by that?
They like it when you make them think a bit.
So in America, the audiences are like a joke where they have to like think about it and then like feel it and then
But it's art, right? It's supposed to be a thing.
build up.
So it's a thinker. Art should be something that makes you think, or it should impact you in a certain way.
Here, give me joke. I don't want to think. Give me.
Here it's transactional. Like I pay you, you make me laugh, you have a good night. That's it.
That I couldn't have said it better.
How about this? Here you throw a joke at the audience. There you build it in front of them like a 5-star chef with the plating and the and there you go. Here like, hey, hurry up! I'm hungry. I want to eat now.
Okay, based on your OCD-ness, did you think you could travel out then? Like you could travel?
Airports freak me. I'm always scared I have a gun, even though I don't have a gun. That's the actual fear. I'm the most sober person in the world. I'm paranoid at every roadblock. I'm like, oh no, what if I was smoking at that outside that mama, maybe the person next to me was smoking like weed and it went in my nose, and I get paranoid and then I just implode kind of. I'm not the best travel person.
Bro, thanks for being so honest about this, man. Holy shit. That must be
I had a bad attack in January.
What attack? Anxiety attack?
OCD attack?
I never heard of that, man.
How does that work? Like you just like start cleaning massive, like, oh my god, I gotta clean. Like, I'm cleaning.
Let him explain. Let him explain.
I was cooking. I had a stove gas with like fire, I guess api, and then I turned it off, and I didn't trust that I turned it off properly, and then 2 hours later I'm like crying, and then I wanted to call my girlfriend. At the time we were like arguing, so I'm like, it's 3 a.m. I'm like, can you come over and please close the gas stove? I've been closing it on and off for like 2 hours. I don't trust. I'm scared if I go to sleep the house will blow up. I'm having a panic. Yeah. That's my OCD.
No, I get that. I have it with like water heaters at home. After shower, tak tutup water heater.
You were at home.
Yeah, the heater outside.
I thought you were not at home. That's why you were
at home. Yeah.
So why would you panic if you are at home and?
Because gas stoves, I'm just like, what if I closed it 0.5 millimeter on and the gas is still leaking?
But you can just do it.
I know this, but the OCD brain,
the logic doesn't apply.
The OCD brain shows you a GIF of your house blowing up, and to you that is the only truth. Even though you know you are turning it off, but your OCD brain's like, no, do it again, but better, and then it just forgets.
So reading news must be really tough for you.
Yeah. When I worked in like radio, I was like, I was like
joke writer.
I was a joke writer for like a radio station with Douglas Lim. I would get depressed every day because I'm reading all of the world's atrocities every day. Any like
you think it's right next to you, like you feel like it's right next to you.
Yeah, any viruses. Oh my god, Omicron has a new variant. I just like
you start panicking.
I start panicking. I've washed my hands like 30 times a day.
You're masking all the time.
Yeah. Wait, so hold up. So COVID was probably the hell for you.
It woke it up. So I had it as a kid where I needed things to be straight, remote control just be straight, blah 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 blah. And then I was like 8. I watched Oprah. Oprah had an OCD guy. The guy was crying, and then people were like laughing at him. I'm like, I don't want to be that guy. By the way, old Oprah was so fucking mean, dude. Oh my fucking god. So I'm as an 8-year-old, I'm like, I don't want to be like that guy. So the next day I woke up, I don't have OCD anymore. I didn't have OCD.
You told yourself that.
Yeah. And then actually I did have OCD. It just manifested in different things.
That's the whitest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
coming
bro.
out from you. Oh yeah, I have OCD. Then I told myself, no more OCD. I manifested it. That whole sentence wouldn't have made sense 10 years
No,
ago.
it manifested into other things. So it didn't come out as I needed remote controllers to be straight or else I can't sleep.
Right.
But then it became other things. It became like my relationship has to be perfect every second. So instead of physical objects, it became metaphorical. So
That's technically harder.
Yeah.
so COVID woke up the physical stuff. So now I'm washing hands again.
But you don't shower though.
I do, but when I do,
Right?
when I do, it's intense. So that's why I don't do it.
Okay, how would
I'm
you,
gonna bleed, bro.
what if somebody hosed you down with like a high-powered jet that has soap in it?
Oh my
You
god.
know what I mean? And
I
like
would die. I'm not that.
high-powered jet with soap in it, and just like really like car
Like the
wash.
ones I had like a
Kuala Lumpur bomber, bro.
Like car wash, like spray, like bro, like proper like spray.
like the scene in like when in prison movies when they just come in, they just hose them down against the wall, put like powder.
like 1950s America hose you down. You know what I mean? Like proper
Civil rights protest.
Civil rights
yeah.
protest hose you down. and then
I would not trust where the water came from. Yeah, because I'm like, that came either from a truck or from a fire hydrant, and that's like, I would get more like I don't feel yeah.
Cause
that's fair. Though,
Dude,
that's
I
fair. It's not
fucking-
clean water. That's fair. That's
yeah,
fair.
yeah.
Okay, then would you dip yourself in a bathtub?
Oh, I hate bathtubs.
Oh, then the dirt
yeah,
doesn't exit. The dirt is still there.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh shit, then you really have to scrub then, I guess.
Yeah, it hurts.
fuck.
It like really hurts, dude.
So
Like,
you
it
wouldn't go
really
into a pool then? You wouldn't go into a pool? You wouldn't...
What are you scrubbing yourself?
can, but it has to have a shower. I have to bring the equipment. I have to bring
Right.
towels, spare
Right.
clothes, spare towels.
So
blah,
it's
blah,
not
blah,
like you
blah.
can't. You just have to take the...
like
precautionary
if you're like
actions.
if you invited me to a birthday party last second and you're like there's a pool party, I'm not fucking going near that. But if you tell me a week in advance, I can plan. You know, like okay, I don't want my car to be wet. I need a plastic bag for the. This is why traveling with me sucks, dude. I'm like not fun.
Yes. So, but having said that, I kind of believe that if you travel, I think your style of stand up can grow into something unique. I mean,
Ooh.
you know what I mean? Like I believe in what you
Shit.
can. Yeah. So you should consider that.
Okay.
Yeah, you should. I wouldn't say get over it because like how to but you could find ways to get around that because I think that could benefit you if you went.
Thank you.
If you actually
Comes a
went.
lot. Comes a lot from you. You've seen me for 9
think,
years.
I think because you are putting yourself in that comfortable space and you don't want to travel out, and
Yeah.
that might be the reason why you're,
Also, cause expensive.
yeah, 1000%. That perspective is. I feel like if you widen your perspective, you already have like the skill and the point of view to like. Yeah, I think so.
Dude,
I say the same thing to Colin. I'm so sorry. I say the same thing to Colin also, and I
Colin's got
forced
his own demons.
I forced Colin, also one of our friends, who has
Singaporean comedian.
pretty much the same guy, but like his is like maybe a little darker. Yeah. He's very bright, but he's like.
Does he
dark.
still talk to pigeons?
Not pigeons.
Pigeons?
But, not pigeons, but crows. And he can control them. So
What? I believe it.
he can control them.
I believe it.
So he took the time like a whole year. He saved money and something, and then he went to Melbourne, and I think that widened his perspective. Like, I think that could benefit someone like
Okay.
you. Also. Yeah.
the whole fucking time I just don't know whether he's serious or not. But you've hung with him for a long time.
He's
guy-
like 9
Yeah,
years.
he does
dude.
have OCD badly.
Oh,
Well, no, I always knew he had something. I always thought it was like a high case of like ADHD because sometimes we'll be walking with him and then we'll lose him. We will like lose him to like this fella playing with some flower somewhere, and then we have to like pull him like, yo, Riezman, let's go. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like he'll be like at the corner somewhere playing with like a letter from a signboard. Some shit like that.
I do have ADHD.
You know what I mean?
do
Like
have
I
ADHD.
thought it was like ADHD. So I was like, oh, this is a severe case, I guess. Not so severe as that. You know, it was kind of yardstick for me, but I didn't know it was like OCD.
I also got ADHD. Yeah, I'm
Bro, teruk bro. Sometimes you walk with him and then like macam, yo, Riezman mana? And then I was like, he's at the corner with some signboard.
So yeah, OCD, ADHD. I walk in a room, I'm noticing all these things. Like the OCD processes faster.
First thing that comes to mind,
Is-
this
yeah.
room.
I'm chill now. I took medicine today. I'm chill.
Oh, that's good. That's a good.
My girlfriend's
Good job,
medicine.
man.
I can't afford my own. Yeah, my girlfriend's
Good
medicine.
job. Good
Yeah.
job. I'm proud of you.
Shout out to my girlfriend.
Your girlfriend has OCD too?
She's got ADHD. Yeah.
I think everyone here has ADHD.
Everyone's got something.
Yeah.
I guess.
I
But I don't want to self-claim and like
no lah, no lah.
self-diagnose in that way.
I never got diagnosed for anything and I never planned to go.
Yeah.
But like, I'm guessing if I did, probably there's something.
Probably.
Yeah, maybe. That's what my friends tell me. They're like, oh, you confirm? No, 100%. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm like,
I think the biggest tell for me is since young, right, I hated sitting in cinemas. I just feel suffocated. Like because I had to sit still and the
How are you able to do this?
This is different, bro.
Oh, okay.
We're
He's
just
sitting
talking.
still, but he's moving a lot. He's talking a lot. He's thinking.
Oh, yeah, he
so
can talk.
and it's
Yeah.
its own space.
and so
Yeah.
space.
No,
yeah.
dude. Like in cinemas, right?
Is
how I
it?
work-
Are you like hyperactive in that sense? Like,
No, in cinema. Okay, in cinemas, if I don't talk, I'll fall asleep. Yeah.
oh, you're the worst person to go to cinema with.
Yeah,
That.
Exactly.
yeah.
That's why I don't go to cinemas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be
I-
shushing you the entire time. Like, shh.
I need to talk, like make fun of the show or some shit.
You
Yeah.
can't focus on. Oh my god, you will hate like mob movies, all this kind of like The Godfather, all you will hate.
Oh yeah.
I can if I put my mind to it. Like Shutter Island, you know, you need to focus, right?
Dude, watching Quiet Place with you like would be terrible. Would be terrible. Dude. It's just the entire 2 hours. Just Brian Kong. Like,
Shut the fuck up! Oh my god, it's called A Quiet Place. Shut the.
Okay, I can do comedies and horror movies. I can't do action. Like Transformers, I fell asleep.
Action's
Because it just boom, 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 boom,
Oh,
boom,
bro.
shooting.
Kau pakai no, if you wear the 3D, you know last time they did
Yeah, the-
Transformers in 3D. Pening,
Yeah, I
sial.
Yeah, I
cannot.
can't.
Some more when you wear
Pening.
glasses, right? It's very difficult for you to wear those glasses because
3D?
you have to put it inside the 3D glasses, and the 3D glasses ended up being like very bulgy out, and no one looks cool, bro, in the 3D glass, especially with double glasses.
What was 3D? What was 3D like popular in the 90s or something? Who did it like who did it like that? Like,
came
oh
back-
guys, it's now in 3D.
Dude, it
Yeah.
came back in 2010s. Every movie tried to do 3D. It was
Yeah,
so
yeah.
annoying to grow up in the 2010s.
Yeah, I hated that. Dude, even Step Up did it. I was so disappointed, dude. Step Up 1 and 2 was amazing. Step Up 3D, I was like, ayo, bro.
Piranha 3D.
Jackass
Fuck it.
3D.
Jackass
bro.
3D.
Oh.
Yeah. That was dumb.
Why are we doing like it's just like now you can see like it's in person. But now pening, dude. When you watch
Pening,
that
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
So anyway, Brian, why are we here?
He
How long
does
have
this
we been here?
podcast to force us to hang out with him.
Yeah.
I like this hangout, man.
Yeah.
It was pretty chill. It's pretty chill.
So I guess for everyone, like probably we understand now. Fuzz moved back to Malaysia.
Yes.
He's embarrassed that he came from Singapore. He hates the food there. He doesn't like the system there.
Yeah.
He feels stuck and in his comfort zone, so he wants to
No, but-
come to Malaysia so he doesn't have to work his entire life and be a full-fledged Malay. But no worry, bro, you won't get a boomy rights. But we want to know.
Don't you have booby rights? You're Malaysian, dude.
He's Singaporean, bro.
The
He looks the part.
Let's not. Yeah, okay.
Coming
okay,
in clutch.
Okay,
The point here is,
okay.
what shows do you have coming up soon?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of that, and also I got a Malaysia tour that's coming up. So that the dates have not been out yet because I have a Singapore show. When is this gonna be released?
2 weeks maybe.
2 weeks. So I have a show in Singapore on August the 2nd, and that's at the Esplanade. If you are a Singaporean listener,
3,000
then 2,000.
Esplanade.
Is it like
2,000.
arena?
But 3,000 because it's 2 nights. Yeah. So it's so I have that, and after that I will probably do my Malaysian tour. I'll be hitting cities like Johor, Melaka, KL of course, KL, Penang, Sarawak, and maybe KK. Maybe.
The scene's picking up in
We're
KK.
working that out now.
Working it
We're
out.
working it out.
We're working it out.
We're working it out. If I do, please know KK. If I do show up, it's through a lot of back and forth. It's through intense negotiations.
Negotiation, diskusi. This is bigger than your Mustafa Kamal 10 billion juta punya project. Because bringing Fuzz to KK, guys, is really a work, and we want to make this happen.
Is that why Izal didn't come? Is that why Izal didn't come?
Hizal didn't come because United is here, and United has more fan base than Fakkah Fuzz.
I see.
So,
United siapa?
No offense.
Manchester United.
Oh, Manchester United. Didn't they just... Okay, never mind. I don't know anything about
I know,
football.
I know, bro, I
Didn't
know.
they just... Aren't they grieving right now? That's what I'm saying. Aren't they grieving right now?
But they're happy. Dude, if they lose to Malaysia, bro, just get yourself relegated out of EPL, bro. Like you fumbled the league and then you lost to Malaysia. No offense, like Malaysia's doing really okay right now this year. So I'm
Are
very
they?
proud. Yeah, they're not bad.
Can I ask like maybe a dumb racist question a bit?
Yes, please.
If you don't know football, you don't know hip hop, how do you
You're gay.
how do you bond with Malay dudes? Ask me.
How do you bottle? Do you say
How do you
bottle?
bond? How do
Oh.
you bond with Malay dudes?
If you don't like football,
don't like football, don't like hip hop, don't like
You
cars.
just be chill. That's how you bond, right?
Ooh,
You just
okay,
be-
Brian.
You just let her. That's all. This is it's also racist. But you know how here the stigma is Malay is all laid back. Is it the same in Singapore?
I think it's global lah. Yeah.
Hey dude, you all see his bit about the Malays from Christmas Island?
Yeah.
You all see that shit?
I think that shit's global. I think that shit's global, bro. That's just like
it transcends borders,
yeah,
bro.
this is just like we're just chill. We just
Biology.
don't have to. Like, we
Yeah,
just
we're
don't want to
chill,
give that much of a shit. Is it wrong? You know what I
No,
mean? Like
man.
sometimes, you know what I mean? Like sometimes, so maybe you don't have to give that much of a shit. Sometimes, you know, like you can care until the time for you to not care anymore. Like, have you ever thought like sometimes just fuck it? You know, like you know,
It's kind of like black people in States.
Gee.
Oh my god.
Yikes, man! This motherfucker got it. He's wilding, bro.
We still love you, buddy. Yeah. Still love you.
It's true.
Even when you
Am I crazy for seeing the comparison? The
Even when you
resemblance?
get canceled, okay.
Will you have my back?
I from afar, but
You make me
We
feel
were
like,
on a good. We were saying things that was you know what I mean?
Brian.
Oh, wow! What a
Brian.
Yeah.
Anyway,
what an exit.
so shows in August
Boom.
and Malaysia tour.
Yes.
What's the tour called?
Still got jokes.
Still got jokes.
By Fadzri Rashid, in
Yes,
case you guys
sir.
can't find Fuzz
Fadzri
anymore.
Rashid. Yes, but I mean, like, I don't mind people call me Fakkah Fuzz because I've had that name for like 13 years. But like,
you-
but I go by Fadzri Rashid now, which is my real name. People say, why you changed name? No, it's revert. I revert to my original name.
Try not to dead name him.
Yeah. Wow. Yes. Okay. Try
Try.
not to dead name me.
Yeah.
And my penis.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Zul, Riezman, shows?
You promoting KK? I'll be at a KK Mart later. Outside at 2 a.m. with Vishnu. What's up? Day? Daddy?
Hey, wait. KK Mas back
Yeah, they're back.
They've been back.
They survived.
They
They survived.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, come on,
Baptism
man.
of fire.
Dude,
Not if the socks can't kill KK Mart, nothing fucking can.
Yeah. The sandwich couldn't kill him too.
that's dumb, man. That's dumb.
Alright.
So yeah,
Alright.
I guess we'll be seeing way more of you in Malaysia now.
I just want to say, I mean, this is my first podcast that I've agreed to be on. Actually, I contacted you.
Yeah, thanks,
because
bro.
you contacted me a long time ago
Yeah.
to have me on the pod, and that's why I reached out. And I just want to say that I'm glad that everybody in Malaysia, I mean, has made my move here very smooth, and they've been very welcoming.
takut kan.
No, it's not. Really.
That's why he's saying all these good things. Takut,
Yeah,
takut,
bro.
Tanah Melayu, bro.
He's getting
I am Melayu, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like talking about, like, you know? Yeah.
Okay.
So it's been nice.
your English sounds very Malay.
I forget sometimes that you're Singaporean. That's how Malayu you are. I really, which is a compliment. I feel, That's how strong.
I'm still absorbing what you say. Is that his English is very Malay? And then
Yeah,
I
bro.
was like, what, the grammar? No, the accent. Wait, what?
You don't think that? He's talking English, but it sounds like he's talking Malay.
He's code switching.
Yeah.
When he's talking English, I mean.
No, I would. Like, he has his. Okay, dude.
Okay,
Yeah.
Is there like a correct English
Someone-
to you, Brian,
some-
that people have to?
This
I
very
never-
Brian moments.
I don't know whether you heard this before, but a buddy of mine said this about you. He was listening to your podcast.
This can never be good.
Then he says that I feel like the way Fakkah talks, right, is very suffocating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why does he or she feel suffocated? Like
I
this
don't know
word?
because probably you talk very fast.
I feel like this
Yeah,
is
like
what
no-
Brian thinks.
No breather lah. There's no
Yes,
breather
sir.
in between.
Yeah, you can fire.
Yeah, I do
That's
that
a good
sometimes.
question. Yeah, I didn't grow up in Malaysia. I grew up somewhere else. My accent when I got back here at 19 was so fast and like I had to learn how to slow down my voice and
Why?
pronunciation so that people can understand.
So that people don't say shit like that.
Yeah. So people don't say I'm suffocating them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
I mean,
I try.
okay. I
I have
thought
to slow down.
I thought American English is slower.
No, actually it's faster.
Faster.
Okay.
It's faster.
I mean, we talk.
British is slower, but it sounds fast because they have extra intonations when they say certain things. So the word gets
They're like the
dragged out.
Cantonese of like English dialects.
Okay, let's wrap
Man.
it up. You'll say your shows.
I'm opening for Douglas Lim June 13th. That's probably sold out.
Are you
Other than
doing it this Sunday?
huh?
Isn't this Sunday the show?
No. That's one is like in Penang or Johor or something. I'm doing it with KL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't the KL show this Sunday?
No.
June 13, 12.
Yeah, June. Yeah.
You Zoe, you said already.
Yeah, I'm also opening for Douglas. It's gonna be a better one than the one that Riezman's having.
He's correct.
It's the last day, so it's
Correct.
much more fun. You know, like
He's
and
correct.
Sunday is in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Like Sundays like afternoon after lunch, people just want to laugh, right? Right? I don't know, man. I'm freaking out.
And then we're also opening for Fuzz in his entire Malaysian tour, and he's paying for our flights.
Because he's afraid that he wants to make a living here. He actually wants.
Okay. Don't you guys think that if I was actually afraid, you guys wouldn't be my first choice for protection? I will pick like
Aim.
Yeah.
you guys put me in more danger. Like why would I risk my life more?
Yeah, man. The guy who can't speak more than 4 words in a single sentence of BM in his life. Yeah.
What?
Malaysia, Vishnu producer just said.
How many minutes is it?
Right now? Is this
Malaysia
happening
is
right now?
beating MU 1-0 right now.
Okay. Alright guys, that's it for today's podcast episode. If you like this episode, Malaysia Boleh, hit the like button, leave a comment, suggestions who you want to see in future podcast episodes, what you thought about today's podcast episode. Yeah, if you don't already know, Fakkah Fuzz, Zul, Riezman, follow them on Instagram. Just type their names, you'll find it.
And please keep supporting Brian Kong.
Yes, sir.
He might say silly things on air, but he's truly like a sweet person. We all love him. He means nothing by any of it. Nothing malicious. Great podcast. Thank you for having us. Seriously,
Thank you for
Brian.
having
No
us.
worries, man.
Yeah,
Next
yeah.
time, we'll do it again next time.
Please wear a shirt when you open the door. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Alright guys, see you in the next episode. Give it up for Fakkah, Zul, and Riezman. Yeah.
To my homies, I'm missing my oldies, my brothers, my cronies. We all went to court, but before only courts that we knew were the ones where we were shooting threes, selling Kobe. To a legend, rest in peace to the old me, rest in peace to my brothers, rest in peace to my whole team. The oldest, I'm missing my shawty.